can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you all are having a good Saturday. I wanted to do a quick, well, I don't know, we'll see how quick it is, a live stream just to catch up with you guys and play some video games. I think I have a friend popping in here a little bit later when I start playing the second game that I want to play today. Yeah, it should be fun. I wanted to kind of take a minute and just kind of catch up on some news and stuff and give you guys some updates as to what we'll be doing as a podcast here coming up. And just kind of catch you guys up with things. It's been a really crazy couple of weeks in the booktube space. We had the whole Daniel Green thing, which I think is insane. All of that has been a complete whirlwind, and I honestly hope that whole situation taught everybody a valuable lesson about just wait to see if any other news comes up before we all, get the torches and pitchforks and all that kind of stuff, because that was really sad. Not that I'm like the biggest fan of Daniel Green or anything. I don't really know how I feel about him, honestly. He's kind of he's a guy that appeals to a certain demographic, let's just say that. And I'd be interested in having him on the channel or whatever to chat and hang out and everything. But I think in general, he's just not typically what I look for in book-related content. But that being said, I don't think that he deserved all of the initial hate that he got. I think people jumped the gun on that incredibly. And it was really sad to see a lot of these YouTubers make videos and posts on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. And it was just kind of, I don't know, it was disheartening, because I'm sure from his point of view now, I honestly, I hope that he cut ties with a lot of people. I hope that he saw who initially just like tried to destroy him online, and I think that he should cut ties with those people. I certainly would. Now, granted, that's a lot of people, and this is a business for him, so he has to keep relationships fairly, I almost said platonic. That's not the right word. I mean, yes, platonic, but whoops, Freudian slip. But also friendly. He has to keep, some people around, which I totally get, but everybody came out with a apology video after all of that happened. And I just thought it was funny to see so many people just like, if you look up either of the two names that we all know, you'll see my apology video to Daniel Green, and there's like 10 of them in a row now. The first day there was like 3 of them, and then it just grew and grew to now there's so many apology videos, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have, jumped to conclusions. And so I don't know. I didn't mean to make this that kind of stream, but I just think it's kind of funny. And I think that it hopefully taught everybody, at least in our community. I mean, we've got to realize that nobody outside of this community has any idea who Daniel Green is. They don't have any idea about the situation. But hopefully it taught the people of the internet in our community that you got to wait for more details, even if you're really sure that somebody deserves your trust. I think, you know, you have to go into it being willing to hear both sides before getting the torches and pitchforks. Um, but that's all I'll say about that. Sorry to start the stream off like that, but it's certainly been on my mind a lot, and I haven't really had an opportunity to talk about it on video or anything. I thought about making a video about it, and I still might, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to find someone who will hop on here and talk about it with me. Um, and so far I haven't found anybody who really cares to do that. So we'll see what happens. But that being said, you know, it's been such a rough couple weeks in the booktube space that I, you know, wanted to hop on here and just have a good time with everybody and give you guys some more content because I know our content has been kind of weird lately. We've had we had a live stream last Saturday with Tim Hardy and RJ Bailey talking about the Hall of Bones, and that was really cool. It was really nice to hang out with them. But otherwise, our content has been a lot of Dexter, which I've been surprised at the amount of views that it's gotten. We've gotten some, you know, fairly decent views. Not on all of them, but you know, most of them have gotten fairly good views. My dog's licking his ball sack, and I don't want that on the mic. Um, as dogs do. And then the other things we've posted, I posted a pros and cons of reading indie books, and that got a lot of great responses and views. It seems like you guys really liked that. So I'm going to continue doing videos like that. I have another one in mind that's coming up pretty soon. I'm probably going to record it maybe this weekend and then edit it over this next week, and we'll see how that goes. It's kind of in the same vein. I'm either gonna do one that's in the same vein, or I'm gonna do one about the big reveal about Snape in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It's a chapter called The Prince's Tale. And if you don't want spoilers for Harry Potter, then just kind of mute me for a minute. But it's the chapter where we see Snape's memories, and we see what he's been up to this entire time. And I would love to make a video where I go line by line and talk about all of those things. There's also there was another Harry Potter video I wanted to make of doing a similar thing in a different chapter. So I'm gonna make a video on those at some point. But yeah, it's been a lot of Dexter. It's been, you know, we post our Oathbringer episode. We still haven't read Rhythm of War, which we definitely need to. We kind of have our next few weeks planned, and I have a big dental surgery on March 6th, so we won't be recording that weekend. So we're kind of trying to, you know, find a way around all of this stuff. But Stormlight will be coming back soon. I know it's been a while. Well, I guess you guys got the video on February 2nd or February 6th, so it hasn't been that long for you, but for us, it's been a while for sure. But yeah, we're done with Dexter now, and we're going into Yellow Jackets. Gabe and I are recording our Yellow Jackets episode this Sunday, tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in that show, then feel free to tune in for that. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back on track with just like regularly scheduled programming. I have a huge backlog of episodes that I need to do. And so, you know, we'll get back to it. Sorry, it's been kind of weird lately. Dexter really threw me for a loop with all the editing on that, and I may try to find a way to make the editing less troublesome in future Reacts videos, because that isn't necessarily the heart and soul of this channel's content. So yeah. Today I plan on playing some why am I brain fart? A Plague Tale Innocence. I'm gonna play that for a bit. And I'm like 30 minutes into the game, maybe like 45 minutes. I started it up this morning for the very first time. I've never played through it. And I was thinking, why don't I just go live and play this on stream? And then I also have Avowed here that I'm gonna play. And I think my friend Nova is gonna join us for that and just kind of hang out while I play it, kind of chit chat and whatnot. I told her I was like, I want you to hop on, but A Plague Tale Innocence takes a little bit more of my focus than Avowed does. Because Avowed so far is very much like turn your brain off. You don't really need to think about things too much. Yeah. So A Plague Tale Innocence definitely takes a bit more of my attention. But I did want to talk about, before we get going, I got my Dresden Files tattoo fixed. I want to show you guys real quick. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about my tattoos and stuff, but I did get my pentacle amulet fixed. Is the screen gonna be too dark? Or too bright? There we go. Yeah. So she fixed that up a bit. She added like all this extra detail to it and stuff that wasn't there before. Made the paper more like papery, and just added all of these like really cool details that I'm really happy with. It was kind of I was at a point where every time I would look at it in the mirror, I didn't hate my tattoo, but it was definitely like I wanted so much more out of it. And so now with it fixed, every time I see it in the mirror, I'm much happier, and I actually enjoy looking at it now, which is nice. That's how a tattoo should be, right? Um, okay, so then the other thing I wanted to talk about was oh, Nova, what'd she say? It's done downloading, so I'll be playing it with you. Cool. So we all know about these beautiful Mina Lima Harry Potter books. They're illustrated. They have like pop-ups. Let me see if I can find a cool one here. They're beautiful. They're like my favorite thing ever. Like right here, you get the Hogwarts acceptance letter, and it like folds out. I'm not gonna do it. Probably, maybe I will. it folds out into the entire letter, and you can read it and stuff. It's a bit too cumbersome for me to do right now, but uh, yeah, so they're beautiful, and for a while we thought that we weren't getting any more. Matter of fact, I'll share my screen here. Um, we had been told. Let me share my screen here. Obviously, this is a Reddit post, but you can find this in other places too. That there won't be any more Mina Lima Harry Potter books, and this was really sad because it's like, what? They're just gonna stop at three? I don't even have the third one yet. I have the first two. Um, but yeah, they had announced that they weren't gonna do any more Mina Lima, and that was really sad. And yeah, it seems like the fans were really upset. And then you have comments like this. Well, Jim Kay, who's the illustrator for the original three, isn't continuing, but there's been no announcement on anyone taking over from him either. So apparently, then I saw this comment. It will suck that it just randomly stops at five. I hope another artist will step up. Well, obviously, we don't have five of them. So was there a plan to have five in total with Jim Kay? And then Sam texted me the other day and said we just got an announcement for Goblet of Fire. The Mina Lima the Mina Lima editions are continuing with Carl James Mountford. The release date was just announced for October 14th. I'm actually super excited and relieved to see a lot of the style and design from the first three is continuing, which is what I also saw in the announcement. She sent me an Instagram post, but I have no way of pulling that up on my computer here. Oh, maybe they're not. It was announced a while back that Mina Lima isn't continuing the series, much to the dismay of pretty much everyone, including Mina Lima, it seemed. Scholastic said it'd keep going with another artist, and this is finally the official announcement. At least it looks like the overall design aesthetic is staying pretty similar. I'm just glad these editions are continuing. I wanted a full set to read with my daughter when she's older. These editions are incredibly beautiful. So, apparently, I'm literally finding this out right now. Apparently, it's not Mina Lima. It is Scholastic that is making the same, is doing the same thing but with a different artist. But that's really interesting because this is like the way that this looks is Mina Lima's style. So is Scholastic able to just like completely copy the patented, I don't know if it's patented, but the Mina Lima style, are they able to do that? I'm not really sure, but we can take a look at the official Harry Potter, HarryPotter.com announcement. It looks exactly like, I mean, you can see it behind here. Let me hide that, sorry. It looks like the Mina Lima style. I mean, that's exactly like to a T what it looks like. So interesting. So it looks like Scholastic's going to continue with them. It just won't be Mina Lima specific. On October 14th, I hate it when they put the number first. I am a typical American. I say October 14th, not the 14th of October. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire will reappear on bookshop shelves with a glossy makeover, complete with over 150 brand new full-color illustrations and paper-engineered interactive elements. The new interpretation of the story comes from the artistic talents of illustrator Carl James Mountford, while Jess T. Gilbert brings the book to greater heights with some beautifully designed papercraft. And today we can reveal to you the cover and a few sneak peeks inside. So, I hate it. I hate it when websites do this. It is my biggest pet peeve when there's like this drop-down thing that just won't leave you alone. So here's the cover, and I think it is beautiful. I love that cover. I love the, the Death Eater mark, in the sky, and obviously they're at the cup. What am I trying to say? The World Cup, Quidditch World Cup. Yeah, I think it looks beautiful. We got Harry and Ron and Hermione. It looks very, very nice. And I like the purple. I love purple so much, as you can tell from my lights behind me and the background, even the background of this live stream. I love purple, so this is gonna look great on my shelf. This deluxe special edition of the fourth installment. Is that how you spell installment? I don't think that's how you spell it. Doesn't it have two L's? Sorry, I noticed things like these. The fourth installment of Harry's Hogwarts Adventures has brought several key moments to life in a kaleidoscope of color. Through new artwork and paper-engineered magic, you can explore the twists and turns of the Triwizard Tournament, maze, or gasp in shock at Voldemort's dark mark. Gasp in shock as Voldemort's dark mark rises off the page. There are 8 key paper-engineered elements to watch out for, so prepare for a few surprises. Take a look at how it all comes together with this fabulous example of the Weasleys' Quidditch World Cup tent magically expanding. Oh no! We've been bamboozled. Let me see if I can refresh. Oh, yes. That's exactly how I pictured it too. Wait, what's going on the couch here? Hang on. What is this? That's got to be Fred and George, but what are they doing? Or is it just one person, or is it two people on the couch? I don't know. I saw that and I was like, that's weird. Beautiful. And there's the side view. Whoops. There's the side view, which looks very, you know, very much like I'd have to look and see what number 2 and 3 look like, but it looks very similar, I think. Um, so yeah, maybe they're able to get away with just not doing like Mina Lima specific. Interesting. Well, at least we're going to get a finished series because it does sound like Scholastic wants to continue with the entire thing. Among the illustrations, fans will get to enjoy new depictions of Rita Skeeter, a festive look at the Yule Ball, and a haunting chapter page featuring the dilapidated Riddle House. We're already loving the vibrancy of Rita's outfit and the attention to detail on her accessories, such as her trademark crocodile green handbag. God, these are beautiful. These are so good. Here's the Yule Ball. Elsewhere, the Great Halls represent resplendent in frosty blues and purples with this beautiful illustration of the Tri-Wizard Tournament's Yule Ball sequence. You'll notice Dumbledore's beard is looking especially fabulous in the crowd. Wait, did we get the Rita Skeeter one? Yeah, where is Dumbledore? Oh, yeah, he's over. Cool. This is the perfect year to get reacquainted with the Goblet of Fire, as 2025 marks the 25th anniversary of the book's release. And I think that is true for the previous 3 as well. Those were all on the 25th anniversary of those. Look at Rita Skeeter, that bitch. The story which follows Harry as he gets unwitting. Okay, we know yeah. So why not celebrate this thrilling installment? Again, maybe that is how you spell installment. I don't know. Of the Harry Potter stories with this beautiful new interpretation. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire's interactive illustration will launch on October 14th with Scholastic. In tandem, the book will be published in the UK with Bloomsbury. Very, very cool. I'm looking forward to it. I love this. It's everything I wanted. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's play A Plague Tale Requiem. Let me know if the volume is too high or anything like that. I've just gotten past where the basically the whole intro happens. You get chased out of the city, and you have your brother. And this lady has just brought us into her house as the crowd was chasing us. And now we get to upgrade our equipment for the first time. She said there is something upstairs for us. Let's look at this first. Okay, so you have to get crafting materials. I guess that makes sense. Why wouldn't that be the case? I do love the graphics though. Like this game, when did this game come out? It came out a while ago. Matter of fact, there's a sequel that has already come out, which came out like at least a couple of years ago. Let's see. Plague Tale Innocence release date. Okay, so it's not that long ago. This came out in 2019. I thought this was like a 2012 or 13 game. But it's not that long ago. But I'm really impressed with the graphics. And especially like the past couple years, I feel like they just don't make games like this anymore. Just this very like down to earth, real style. Um, you just don't see it as much. Here we go. Okay, not sure what that's going to be for. Okay, alchemists know it, and the people are beginning to suspect it. Evil does not exist only in the bodies of infected people, it also travels around them. People start blaming the air, the stench of which indicates the presence of miasmas, and therefore of disease. So to ward off the great evil, the air of contaminated places is purified by burning herbs at the risk of burning down the whole neighborhood. I don't think you're at risk of burning down the neighborhood by lighting some incense. Okay. Oh, hey, Shad. Right now I'm playing A Plague Tale Innocence. I just started this morning. I'm not super far in. And I'm gonna switch to Avowed here in a little bit, and Nova is gonna join me. I was just talking to everybody about the new Goblet of Fire, Mina Lima like. It's Scholastic is doing it instead of Mina Lima. But yeah, it looks really nice. I also talked a little bit about the Daniel Green situation, which is always interesting to talk about for sure. What are you up to today, Shad? Sorry, I can't bring comments up on screen. Once I'm in the game, it won't let me. Is it a special edition? Yes, it is. Matter of fact, here, I'll just show you real quick because I have it on my next screen. It is just like the original Harry Potter Mina Lima editions. Mina Lima stopped doing them. I can read this better. The green situation was a mess. Yeah, I was basically saying like I think I hope that it teaches everybody to not jump the gun so much when somebody is accused of something because I don't think that does anybody any good. Okay, yeah, so I'll just show you this real quick. Yeah, it's this beautiful special edition, and it's like illustrated. It has things like, whoops, these like pop outs like that. They're beautiful. All these really cool illustrations. Like each chapter has its own illustration. Yeah, I highly recommend. Mina Lima has the first three books. This is Goblet of Fire, and they're all like $30, like $35. You can get them on Amazon or like Walmart.com. Yeah, the pop out is really cool. There was one I was showing earlier. If I can do this. Oh yeah, here's one. Oops, how does it pop out? Yeah, all these cool little pop outs and stuff. They're really cool editions. I highly, highly recommend them for anybody who's like a big fan of Harry Potter because they're beautiful. Yeah, yeah, super reasonable price. They're like 30, 35. Okay, back to Plague Tale. Okay, so now what does it want us to do? Because I remember it said use the crafting bench, but I'm not seeing any prompt for it. Yeah, you should get them, man. They're super fun to look through. I've literally spent like countless hours just like sitting on the floor with them and opening up the pages and looking at all the different like pop outs and illustrations and stuff. Um, I've been reading until I saw you were live. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was playing this morning and I'm like, why don't I try to just go live, play this live? Okay, I'm not getting any prompts, which makes me wonder, because there should be a prompt to, what's this? Oh, there we go. That's what I needed. I love the accents too. It's very, what is this, like Prague string? Does it want me to make string? Codex, no, okay. Okay, let's, to repair your sling. What does that say? Hitting enemies in the head kills them instantly. Oh, that'd be nice to have a weapon. Okay, so then we can upgrade the sling to have a pouch, which is very necessary. What do we need for that? We need water? I don't know what that is. Okay, okay. Our equipment, ammunition bag, a tie roll. Missia no longer needs tools to upgrade her equipment, creates a durable tools for herself that she now carries around all the time. She no longer needs to collect tools from her surroundings. Okay. Ammunition bag. Switches the fabric of her ammunition bag for leather, increasing carrying capacity. Holds up to 12 materials of each type. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Anytime by pressing, but you need a workbench. Okay. This game is sad too. There's a dog that died like at the very beginning of the game. I was like actually tearing up. Oh no, this kid sucks so much. I've been reading Shad asked, what have you been reading? I've been reading The Deathly Hallows for our podcast tomorrow. I've been reading a lot of Lovecraft. There is so much Lovecraft on YouTube where people have just like uploaded their own audiobooks. I wasn't super thrilled with the ones that were on Audible because the narrators are, it's just like an old recording. There's nothing really wrong with the narrators, but it's a very old audio. Um, and so there's this channel on YouTube called Horror Babble, and they record their own audiobooks for things that are in the public domain. So they were doing they've done like all the Lovecraft stuff. You can listen to like every single Lovecraft book through Horror Babble on YouTube. I love Lovecraft, Shad. I never really fully understood what it was until I finally read Shadow over Innsmouth, and I was like, oh, I kind of get it. And now I just love Lovecraft stuff in general. I would love to get a, I'm saying love a lot. I would like to get a Lovecraft tattoo. I was thinking like a lighthouse with tentacles coming out that are like wrapping around the lighthouse that have like eyes on it and stuff with like a ship, like one of the tentacles is like holding like a tugboat or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hugo, no. Honestly, you're better off, Amicia. You're better off. At least open the door for me. Okay. He went that away. What if he was just down there and I looked everywhere for him? He deserves what he gets, Amicia. Your companion is under attack. If you don't help, he will die. What? I didn't know that could even happen in this game. Hoya! That's what happens. Can I loot him? Can I get sick loot? Where'd he go? Here she is. Oh, that doesn't work. He's got armor. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? Just a bit rusty. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I see, I see, I see. Here, I gotta go get more rocks. This guy sucks. Not a very good knight. Come get me. Am I out of rocks? Oh god. Get more rocks. Yikes. Whoa, fuck. No. I have to do it all over again. Come on, take a swing. Oh, oh, fuck. Come on, hit the ground. Oh shit. Oh fuck. No, dang it, no. Ah, come on. How am I supposed to I wonder if I just have to wait till he gets tired. Okay, round 3. Third time's the charm. Oh no. Okay. At least it gets me right back in. Oh my god. That was close. Oh. Comrade, so he must be Russian? Oh, fuck! Did you see that Butcher submitted? Yeah, yeah, Shad. I saw that he submitted the next book to his editor. Um, I'm really hoping we see that by this fall. I hope that the editing process is fairly quick. For some authors, the editing process can be like months and months, and I hope that his is significantly shorter. And I think it is. I think every time that he's submitted something to his editor, it's been pretty close to done already. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. He's got to get tired eventually. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. What? There we go. Let's go. Woo! How was the Dexter season finale? It was so good. I absolutely loved it. I love Dexter so much. And yeah, it was fantastic. It was everything that I hoped for. Nick, who was watching it with me, had a really crazy theory about what he thought was happening. Um, and I don't think it ended up being that, but it was a very, very good finale. I think it's probably the best Dexter finale we've seen since since the earlier seasons, for sure. Yeah, it was amazing. We're going to be going on to Yellow Jackets, which is they've usually released a Yellow Jackets season right after Dexter finishes up, and so I'm really excited to get into that. Yeah, yeah. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the Dexter finale at all. It was perfect. All right, so now we're in chapter 3, Retribution. I'm going to be hopping over to Avowed in a little bit here. I just want to see where they're going next. What is Yellow Jackets about? Yellow Jackets is very, very good TV. It kind of does the same thing that well, not really. I kind of compare it to Lost in the way where, there's a plane crash and they're trying to like survive and stuff like that. But it's this girls' soccer team in the 90s, and they crash in the Canadian wilderness, and you get fast forwards, you get fast or like flashbacks and flash forwards and stuff like that. And what you learn in the first episode is that at some point after they crash, they turn to doing all of these weird like rituals in the woods. There's a lot of like supernatural stuff happening, and they end up becoming cannibals. And you kind of see that like right from the beginning. So that's not like a spoiler or anything. But so the fun of the show is figuring out how they get to the point where they become these like ravenous cannibals out in the woods. But then you also get these flash forwards to present day, which is you see, I won't say how many, but you see a certain amount of the girls all grown up, the ones that were able to escape the wilderness, and you see how they're coping in their adult life. Um, and there's a lot of stuff that kind of connects the past and the present, a lot of stuff from the past that comes up in the present, and you're kind of trying to put all these puzzle pieces together. And so far every season has been amazing, and there's been really cool reveals and like horrific terrible things happening. It's really, really good TV. Now the kid is all chill now that we got chased by the entire village and I had to kill the big brute. Alcohol, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I've watched from I've seen I need to go back. That's another show that I need to keep going with. I watched maybe like half of the first season when Gabe came out and hung out with me out here, and I really, really, really liked it. I need to keep going with it. Okay, do we have a door anywhere? Let's see here. This kid, I swear to God, has no survival instincts. Didn't they learn from the last ladder? Yeah. The last ladder they went up broke. It's a really good show. I watched it a couple months back. Yeah. I really enjoyed what I saw. Doesn't sound like he wants you here. Fabric. I think they're building bigger beds. That's funny. Okay. Oh, what's this? There we go. Sulfur. Okay. Yeah, this is a really interesting game so far. It's there's not like a ton of combat or anything. But but it is super interesting. I really like the story so far. Aw. Oh, this kid, I swear to God. This is why I don't have kids. Because someday we might get invaded by Russians and they're gonna slow me down. Let's see, any other, yep, there we go. I knew there was gonna be little goodies over here. All right, let's go find this monk and then I'll get going on Avowed. Because I think Nova wants to get in here. Right, there he is. Is there anything else around though? Oh, okay. Cutscene. Inquisition, that's what it is. So there's Spaniards? Oops. Okay. Let me get a link sent to Nova real quick. Um, invite, copy link. Of course, Discord needs to download an update. Of course. It can never just be as simple as opening Discord. I swear to God. Every single time, Discord's like, installing 16 updates. Sending a link in just a sec. Okay. Let's see. Direct messages, Nova. There we go. Okay, we can go back to... Oh, wait. Hang on. Present. Entire screen. There we go. Come on, let's step up the pace, Father. Get those old bones moving. We got the Inquisition after us. What have you been reading, Shad? You been reading or watching anything good? God, this game is beautiful. Something's gonna happen. He's getting his headaches. I bet he gets his headaches when something supernatural is happening. I bet that's what we're gonna find out. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Holy shit. So many rats. No way. Oh my god. That is horrifying. What would you do? What would you do in this situation? Oh my god. Okay, what does it want us to do? So the fire keeps him away. We gotta get to the end here. That is insane, and they all have glowing eyes. That's terrifying. Oh my god. Hang on, I got a text message. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, look at them all go through the hole. We have to send... Oh no, we don't have to send the kid through there. Okay. You can't cross obstacles with a torch in your hand. Okay, set that in there. Oh god, get up there. Okay, there's a torch on the other side. Get the torch. Wait, oh, can I not get the torch? Oh my god, run. Run, 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 run. Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. No, no! Oh my god. Hey.
Hi.
Oh my god, this is wild. Have you played this game before?
Well, I was watching on your live stream and it looks familiar, so I think I have.
Volume mixer.
I think it was a long time ago, though, when it first came out.
This is crazy. I've never played it before, but
Yeah,
people...
I vaguely remember it being fun. I don't know, it's been a while.
Okay, wait. Oh, so we get a stick, and we get fire. Okay, that makes sense. Sticks and fire. Dude, look at all of these rats. This is so crazy.
Yeah, I did play that game. Yeah, I do. I have played that game. I remember the rats.
Oh my god. I have like a severe I don't I guess fear of rats. I don't know. Oh shit. Do I need more
Where-
sticks?
When I lived up in the mountain town that I grew up in, there was like always rats that my dad had to like fend off in our house. So I've
Really?
kind of gotten over it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they weren't like little rats too. They were like giant rats. It was crazy.
Oh, it's so gross.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. I'm rereading Grace of Kings and sampling Dungeon Crawler Carl. Everyone's reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm wondering if I should try it. It's a lot of rats, yeah. It's terrifying.
Hello.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get through this little checkpoint. There's gotta be... Is there sticks around? Where do I get another stick? Did you play this all the way through, or...
I
Oh,
think so.
wait, where... Can I grab this torch? Oh. Okay, we have fire there. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is my nightmare. For some people, it's like spiders. Like, they have a big thing about spiders.
My ex-boyfriend in high school was like terrified of spiders, but for some reason he was like constantly bit by spiders. Like I don't.
Yeah. I'm not like super terrified of spiders unless they get up by my face. Like one time I was driving in
Mhm.
a truck, and you know
Yeah.
the little flap that you put down to block the sun?
Sun visor.
Yeah, it was like halfway down, and a spider had spun its web and was like
Mm.
coming down the sun visor, and I almost got in a car wreck because I was like, "Oh my god!" Because it was like right there. But other than that, I'm not like, I don't really care about spiders that too much. I get bit by spiders all the time though. Like
Yeah,
I
I
get
think the only thing I don't like is roaches. Like roaches, I
oh
will run
god.
and scream. I hate roaches. I can deal with spiders, I can deal with snakes, I can deal with everything else, but roaches are like my limit, my line. I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, roaches
Growing up,
are
my
disgusting.
best friend's dad, he was like an animal, or he was an animal scientist, and so he had all sorts of crazy animals. So I had held boa constrictors and
Ew.
tarantulas and scorpions
Ew.
from like, when I was like 7 or 8 and on.
Yeah. I do not like snakes. Like some people just like have snakes as pets.
I used to have one.
I'm just like I can't. Like I could never have a snake. I think probably growing up I read too many like news articles about like snakes like wrapping themselves around someone's neck in the middle of the night and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I got bit by a snake. I think I was like 8. My grandma, because my grandma's a teacher, and she had a snake for her like class pet, and I was feeding it, and I didn't move my hand away fast enough, and instead of going
Ooh.
for the little mouse that I'd put in there to feed it, it like bit my hand and like wrapped around my hand. It was
Oh
crazy,
shit.
but it was my fault because I didn't move my hand fast enough.
Was it poisonous?
No, it was just a boa.
Oh, okay.
Boas aren't poisonous.
That's crazy. Did
Yeah.
did it mess up your hand?
Yeah, my hand was all bloody and stuff because like they'll latch onto their prey and then they wrap around it to strangle it. So my hand was like turning purple and like it bit me like right on my knuckle right here. And so
Dang.
my hand bled pretty bad and they had to pry it off my hand, but it didn't like permanently damage it.
Right. Shad
Are you?
says, "Are you Spider-Man yet?" Not yet. Here's hoping. Did your ex-boyfriend ever become Spider-Man? Does he have did he mysteriously disappear?
No, he turned more into the penguin.
The penguin? Uh,
Just kidding.
I have you watched The Penguin on HBO?
No, I wanted to, but I had to save money on some of my subscriptions, so I
Yeah.
had to go.
Yeah, my mom, I was talking to her the other day, and I was telling her, wait, who? Hang on, sorry, I'm missing chat here. Are y'all watching the Wheel of Time adaptation? Have you read the book? Sorry, I only know your channel from the King's Dark Titan stuff. I notoriously hate the Wheel of Time adaptation.
I like the TV show. I've been really into it.
Yeah, but you haven't read the books, right?
No.
Yeah,
I
so
probably won't. My ex-husband loved that series, so I have like an aversion to it now.
Sure, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I read the books, at least, or no, I'm at book 5, so whatever you consider that. But as soon as I saw the first season, I was like, they are not like doing a good job of bringing these to life. I'm loving the show, but definitely do have some issues with it. And yeah, I think that's fair. You know, you can love the show and also love the books. For me, it's just like there was just so many things where I was just like, man, they really, really, really botched this. And but I know lots of people that enjoy the show and also enjoy the books. I thought the show was okay. Some moments were good, but other parts were not good.
I think that happens with every, like, not every, but pretty much a lot of the shows that have been, or books that have been adapted to shows. There's always stuff that isn't matched up or isn't like well done. I think like maybe the Harry Potter is like the best one I've seen like adapted into a movies.
Yeah, I think Harry Potter did a really good job. We even just did Half-Blood Prince, both the book and the movie, and we were really surprised with how good the Half-Blood Prince movie was. The books are obviously so much better, and season 1 was rough. Yeah, so I've heard a lot of people say that season 2 gets a lot better, and so I've thought about going and looking at season 2. But part of me just holds such a huge resentment, especially when you have shows like Dark Matter, which is adapted from a Blake Crouch book, and it is incredibly on point. Like that show is like a scene for scene adaptation of the book. It is so good. And then you have other shows like, why am I blanking?
I've been reading the Silo book now since I watched the show because I wanted to know the details of everything. I was like, they didn't tell us, which it's been really good, but it is different.
Yeah, that's one thing where I'm like, I kind of think the show was better than the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think they're good in their own ways, but the show definitely, like, I don't know about this last season. I would say that I feel like they're drawing it out with this last season. But I do think they're good in their own ways.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I do have a question. If there was any show you could think of, like, how that, like, out of all of them ever, would you ever want any of them to have a book before they had like a show? Like, you wish there was a book.
Oh, interesting. So a show that I already like, and I would have liked a book before it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, there's a show. If season 3 is bad, I will not be continuing. It's been making me feel better about the show's changes, talking to people who have watched the show first and started reading the books. Yeah, I'm glad the shows are getting people into the books.
Yeah.
Okay, so a show that I would love a book for, I'm sure. There's a show that I I watched last year that made it into my top 3 for the year called Sugar, and it's on Apple
Okay.
TV. Have you watched this?
No, but I've seen the
It's
cover of
so
it.
good. It's so good. You have to watch it. It's like a private investigator mind bender type thing, and there's kind of some like you don't really know if it's like supernatural elements or not until the very end.
Yeah.
But that would have been a fantastic book. That would have been amazing.
Mhm.
What other shows? I wish.
I would want From to be a book. I think that would be
Ooh,
so good.
yeah, that would have been really good. I'm trying to think, is there any like fantasy shows?
Hmm.
There's not like a lot of fantasy shows that don't already have a
That
book.
book, yeah.
Um, but like, I wonder if like would Breaking Bad be a good book? I
I
don't
think that one
know.
might be good.
Yeah. Um.
Severance? Oh, that would be good. I think that would be
Oh
good.
yeah,
Especially if they made it like a jump around book. I bet that would be
yeah. That would be incredible. Um. Yeah. What about like movies?
mm.
Um.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's lots of video games that I wish had a
Oh yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Like
Probably
what?
Enshrouded is on the top of your list.
Yeah, Enshrouded would be an incredible book. What else? Let's see. Lost. Yeah. What let's see. What would be a good Enshrouded? Helldivers would be a
Oh,
cool book.
Outer Wilds would be
Oh,
great.
yes.
I would love that book.
That would be
That would be a
fantastic.
great series, not just like one book. That would be a great series. Like having like it start at present, go to the past, and then the future. Like, that would be
Yeah.
great. That would be a great. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Did you know that a lot of the Assassin's Creed games have books?
I did not know that. Outer Wilds
Um,
fucked me up. I know. I want more.
yeah,
I needed more from that. I needed more. To this
I
day, I want
know. I know. I need an Outer Worlds too.
more.
Um, but with that, I'm surprised that there's not like Elder Scrolls books or like Fallout books.
Oh yeah, Fallout books would be good too.
That would be amazing. I don't know why they haven't been done yet.
I love the
Um,
Assassin's Creed books. Actually, they're fun. Oh, so you read them? That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, they're really good.
I never could get into the games, but I bet the books would be good.
Yeah, the books were fantastic, and you get so much more context, especially if you read like the Ezio series, like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, all those. What do you say?
He said there's enough books inside Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, there is the lusty Argonian maid and all
Hmm.
that.
And then Chad said Fringe. I don't think I've
Yeah,
seen Fringe.
I haven't either, but my mom loves it. My mom
Uh,
loves Fringe.
I
Um,
see-
she's
recommend.
always trying to get me to watch it. I think Horizon, those would be good books.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, that one would be good. I loved it. I love that game. I super recommend the Exio ones first. Oh,
yeah,
cool. I'm typing
yeah,
too
those
fast.
are fantastic.
I'm typing too fast. Don't worry, Spencer's always having to code my text messages. Type too fast, and then I don't check it, and I send it.
Let's see what else. Sable would be a super interesting book.
Mm,
It's
I
a
don't think I've heard.
game about like exploration. Let me see if I can. Where's the actual store page? Here we go.
Excuse me.
It's done in like this really cool art style, and you get sent on this quest of like discovery. Like you grow up in this little village, and there's all this like ancient technology that's just like out in the desert, and you
Mm-hmm.
can like go find them. It's like all this like super technologically, but it's set in almost like an apocalypse, like
Mm.
Fallout style. Like things look like this, like they're very like weird.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a very chill game where, let me see if I can play the trailer.
I think BioShock might be cool too.
Oh my god, how is there not a BioShock game? I literally have a BioShock poster right here.
Yeah, there needs to be a BioShock book or comic book would be sick too.
Yeah. Oh, Mafia. I haven't
I don't
played
think
Sea of Stars.
I've wanted to play the vampire one, but I haven't yet.
Yeah, I've heard it was really good.
And Sea of Stars, what's that?
I think it's a RPG, like a turn-based.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love Sable. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I've been loving this game. I hop into it every now and then. I've got 18 hours in it so far. But yeah, there's no like combat or anything, but you're like flying around this huge desert. Like the world is massive.
Oh,
And you can get all these outfits, and you go into these like dungeons essentially, and it's a lot of like climbing puzzles, and you can like float.
oh,
And then
okay.
and then you
Cool.
go to these people, and you get these masks. Like once you complete enough objectives in the area, you can get the mask for that area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. On the other side of things, the Force Unleashed novels are awesome. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've read of those or heard of those either.
Yeah,
Is
we're
it
reading.
stuff to do with Star Wars, or is it like a
Yeah.
whole nother thing? Oh, okay.
I think it is. Yeah. Vampire is super super good. That's awesome. Yeah, Sable is super cool. Okay, let me get out of Plague Tale.
Yeah, I'm designing my character in the one we were checking out. I don't know if I wanted to have a tree head or not.
I opted for not.
I think
I
I'm
was
gonna.
like, I don't know.
I like it. I think it's cool. She looking fancy as hell right now. Can she have purple hair?
I think so, yeah.
Go ninjas. It's gonna look sick.
Yeah, they're the novelization of the games. We're reading through the Thrawn trilogy right now. I have a buddy that's super into like Star Wars and stuff.
I'm reading through the Red Rising right now.
Oh yeah. Did you get further in that?
No, I've been super busy with exams and stuff for school, but I was kind of like gonna listen to it tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, did you ever play LA Noire?
Yeah, I played that one. I don't think I beat it, but I did play it for a little while.
Volume mixer, turnabout down. Yeah, it had a really good ending. Ooh, nice. The Throne books are great. The best Star Wars books. Oh, Thrawn. The Thrawn books are great. The best Star Wars book has to be the Dark Plagueis one. Okay. I will check that out because I'm really liking the Thrawn books. I took my Nova. I took my Sanoderm off the other day for my tattoo, and oh my god, that it hurts so much. I think this one hurt more than the other ones for some reason. Like,
Are you doing it with water, or are you just ripping it off?
no, I'm in the shower with like water and soap, like pulling it off.
Oh, okay. When I was getting tattoos, I didn't even have Santaderm yet, so I've never even tried to take one off yet because I haven't had a tattoo in like 10 years. So I have no advice.
Wait, has it really been that long since you've been tattooed?
Yeah, I can't afford the prices for tattoos now. I want more
Yeah.
tattoos. I can't swing. I can't swing it. Like this one on my arm was like $100 when I was still getting tattoos. So.
Oh, really? What tattoo is that? Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
It's the Zelda one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But that actually was like 15 years ago when I got that, and it was like $100. So like, I'd probably be like $300 now for that size.
Yeah. Yeah, they've gotten pricey. Just to do the rework on this one was 360.
Yeah, I just
What's
it's
that?
crazy. I said I don't even know how you're affording it. Like, I want to get. There's a band I really like called Against Me, and they have this song called Two Coffins for Sleep, and I really want to get like a coffin, like two coffins, and then the lyric around it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because it's like one of my favorite songs, but like I haven't even gone in for like a pricing on it or anything like that because I know I probably couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And then I need to get my son's name because I have my daughter's name on my arm and I haven't got one for him yet. And I feel like a crap mom, but I can't afford it.
I'll come visit sometime and we'll go get tattoos.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Did I tell you about my dog? I told you about my dog, right?
Hank?
Yeah.
I know about Hank. What do you mean about your dog?
Oh, dude. Which game is this one? This one's Avowed. So I had a couple tattoos planned to get like next month. Well, I was gonna get one of them next month and then another one a ways out from that.
Yeah.
But it was gonna be like $1,200, and so I was putting money aside for it. And then I take Hank to the vet and find out that he has cancer.
Is that what the little lump was?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Is it benign?
What's that?
Is it benign or no?
They don't know yet. They have to like take it off and send it into a lab.
Fuck. Man.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. And they don't know like how serious it is. They're like, it could be nothing. It could be really serious. So he's got to get a whole like biopsy, which is
yeah, I remember telling you that it hopefully like it probably was, but hopefully it was benign. But I didn't know you actually had gone in.
Yeah. I took him in, and they have to do like a whole biopsy. It's gonna be like a crazy recovery period too, because they have to take out like it's like right under his armpit, and they have to take out 2 inches of skin in every direction.
Oh no!
And so it's gonna like bite into his arm. They don't have to like take muscle away or anything, but they have to like cut skin away.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big open wound, and that's like right where you move your leg. He moves his leg a lot, so
right. They were even saying like. They're like, I wish it was just like 3 inches down his ribs because then it would make it so much easier.
I'm sorry, dude. That really fucking sucks.
Yeah, it really does. And
How
so
old
I
is
was,
he?
he's 4, he's either 4 or 5. I'd have to check. He was born in 2019. So yeah, he's 5. But yeah, so I was expecting that this thing, I'm like, well, how much is the surgery? I thought it was going to be like $3,000 or $4,000. Turns out it's $1,200, which still isn't anything to sneeze at, but it's much more doable. And so my friends here, we're all in like a big, like a huge group chat on WhatsApp, and I was telling them about it. And my buddy Darren, last Sunday texted me and he's like, hey, my wife and I are going around with like Valentine's Day baskets that we're dropping off to everybody. Like, can we come by and drop it off? And I was like, sure, I guess. And so he came by, and he didn't have a basket. He like handed me an envelope that said for Spencer and Hank.
Aww.
And I was literally in StreamYard like this. I was getting ready for a podcast, and I was waiting for Gabe, and
Yeah.
the studio was open so that he could just join. And
Yeah.
I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, and when they give it to me, I'm thinking like, oh, they got together like $200 to help chip in. Like, that's really nice. And
Yeah.
then I'm like sitting here, and I'm opening the envelope, and like right as Gabe like hops in, I'm like counting the money. It's like $800.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I just start like crying. And Gabe's all like, he just got in the stream, so he's like, what is going on? And I'm just like bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
Because it was gonna be this thing where like I was like, well, that, I mean, you know, that's probably gonna be like, 4 months away
Yeah.
when I can get all this together and try to get it figured out. Because with a tattoo, if it's gonna cost 1,200 total, you go in for a session, you pay 400, you wait a month, you go in for another session, pay another 400 or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like you don't necessarily need the 1,200 all at the same time.
Yeah.
And but for a surgery like this, to have that all at one time, I'm like, that's gonna take me like a few months to figure out. And so now, with them doing that, and then my mom's friend sent me $100, and then my cousin sent me $100, and I'm like, oh, I can go do this on my next paycheck.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll
Well, I'm
be.
glad that everyone's pulled through so that Hank can get it sooner.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
They do have dog insurance, but I don't know if you could do that now because has cancer.
Yeah, with a pre-existing condition that like no one will give me insurance. Like, there's no way.
I'm sorry.
I even asked about that, but there is like lines of credit that you can take out. And so I was planning on doing that. I was like, if it's gonna take me like 6 months to get all of this together,
Yeah.
then maybe I pull a line of credit. They have like credit specifically for like dogs and cats and stuff. And so I was like, maybe I do that. Uh, but yeah, I've been incredibly humbled by the people who've pitched in.
Yeah, that's really kind of them. Dang, gotta run, folks. Good luck to both of you and your pup. I'm glad everyone is able to help like that. That's massive.
Yeah, thanks, Thatcher. Thanks for hopping in here and hanging out with us.
Yeah. Bye.
Also, Thatcher, if you can still hear us, the Kelcade interview is going up pretty soon. So yeah, so that's what's going on with Hank. But I was planning on getting this tattoo, and I'm like, damn it, now I gotta push that off to like this summer, which obviously Hank is far more important than that.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, dang it, like I had all this planned out, and then the day before I found out about Hank's cancer, I went in to get a consultation for this one. And I put down like a big deposit on it and everything. And then the next day I found out about Hank, and I was like, oh my God, okay. I'm like, well, if I cancel my appointment, I can't get my deposit back, so I have to just like
Yeah.
go through with it. But yeah, it ended up being about 350, 360, something like that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you had friends like help with that so you can still like do both.
Yeah, me too. I was really surprised and humbled by everybody coming through like that. There was people too that like barely know me, that were like, I want to pitch in, and I was like, I don't feel okay taking money from you. Like there was one girl that's like in our friend group, but like I don't really have much interaction with. She like texted me and was like, "Hey, I'd love to pitch in," and I'm like, I really appreciate that, but I feel really weird about that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get weird about that too. Like I think like the one time you like sent me like a Christmas money or whatever, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna pay you back, and you were like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like I'm probably a lot more chill about gifts than other people are. Like there's a person I've been hanging out with that you and I have talked about a little bit,
Yeah.
that they don't like gifts like at all. Like they get really, really weird about gifts. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're gonna have to get used to it because that's how I show my appreciation for people.
Yeah. Yeah. Love language.
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm similar, but I like to see people like open it because I like to see like their joy of like what
Yeah.
they're.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I gotta figure out the background to my character. Arcane Scholar, Court Augur, Noble Psychon. Which one did you pick?
I picked the ranger, or the scout or whatever.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing this guy just like I played in Shrouded. He's got a bow and arrow.
I need to Google and see what their starting weapons are because it's not telling
Yeah.
me. My son had to go get a tooth pulled out today.
Oh yeah.
So it was a baby tooth that was supposed to come out because the adult tooth was coming out, but it got lodged on the back tooth because it's like the second to the back here, and his mouth is too small. So it got lodged and it wouldn't come out, and so we had to go in there. And I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be like given laughing gas, like it's okay." Because the last time we had to do this for another tooth that got pulled out like 2 years ago, like he wasn't breathing in the laughing gas; he kept breathing through his mouth. And so I was like, "Okay, we're gonna practice breathing through our nose." And then he did it, and then he had to get the little like mouth numbing shot.
Yeah.
And he's 8 now, so he's like more aware of what's going on. Because when he was younger, like it hurt, and he stopped crying afterward. But this time, it hurt, and he wouldn't stop crying.
Oh.
And like the doctors had to be like, or the dentist had to be like, can you go like stand out in the hallway because I think he's crying so much because you're there and he's trying to get out of this. And so I had to go stand in the hallway.
No.
It felt hella bad, but they literally pulled it out in like 2 seconds. Like it wasn't like a normal tooth because it was like already being pushed out, so there was like no roots in it. But yeah, it was intense. I don't recommend. Don't recommend it.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I have to go in on March 6th to get to get these teeth pulled. And they have like a denture for me.
Is it just like the front part you're getting pulled?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because these ones that I'm missing up front, they're not actually like gone. They're just like cracked all the way down to the gum.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so they have to actually like go through and pull them.
Yeah. All of my teeth are pulled at once. You know that. But most of them were like broken to the gum where there was still teeth inside.
Yeah.
And it was causing like abscesses.
Did that hurt?
Like getting them all pulled, they knocked me out. I was knocked out the whole thing. I couldn't do it. I'd probably still have rotten teeth if they didn't put me to sleep because I couldn't sit there while they yanked them all out.
What was the recovery like?
Actually, the place that I had got it done, I had to like drive like 40 minutes out of where I lived because they didn't have a place that would put you to sleep for it. And they took me there. You had to have someone come with you because they have to help you get to the car. And like it was super weird because I fell asleep and then I woke up and where they put you after they rip out every tooth. It looks like a closet with 2 like lay down benches, and I felt and it wasn't long enough for my body, so I was like in
Oh.
like the fetal position in the
Oh
I like woke
no.
up, I was like, why am I in the closet?
That's terrifying.
And then and I had someone who was there to like help me walk out, but like my mouth like was swollen, but I just remember like it was like a relief, like my body was no longer like fighting to survive, because when your teeth are like that bad, like it affects your heart, it affects like your
Yeah.
skin, it affects your health. And like I just like I felt like a relief that I didn't like my body was no longer like in pain or like fighting like these infections in my mouth, you know, like it was great.
Right.
But what they do, because like when they pull out that many teeth, like you have like holes that they have to put stitches in, so you have like stitches in your mouth all over, and you have to wait for them to fall out. It was weird, but I was
Okay.
like, the pain I was in every day was from my
Way
teeth
worse.
was way worse. Like, and like I remember literally like a few days after that, I was like chugging a milkshake, and I was like so happy that I didn't have to like have this pain from eating anything cold anymore. I was like, oh, this is great. Should have done this a long time ago.
Right, yeah.
Everyone should get their teeth yanked out. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting mine pulled, and then I'll have like a denture in, and then I'm just gonna save up for like each tooth, because I think it's only like 3 teeth, and
Yeah,
so
I
that's
think
like
it's between
4
2 and
grand.
4,000 for each implant you get.
Oh, I was told like 1,500.
Really? Maybe it's because I'm in California.
Maybe.
Because I
Yeah.
wanted to get snap-ins, and when snap-ins, I do 4 on the bottom, and I think 2 on the top, and it was like 2 to 4, depending on if they have to do bone grafts or not.
Okay, what are snap-ins?
So hold on.
Is it like a track they put up there and you snap it in?
Hold on.
Do you
I'm
have a
gonna show
problem?
everyone my bottom denture, so if you don't want to see it, you can look away. But this little like
Yeah.
red part, that's not there, and they put like little posts right here that are magnetic,
Oh.
and then they install those into your jawbone. And sometimes when you haven't, sometimes if you have like really bad teeth decay or you've had dentures for a while, your jawbone slowly deteriorates. And so they have to do bone grafts to give you enough like anchorage for the implants, and then they're both magnetic, and so they just snap in.
Okay. That's
And
interesting.
and it makes it so your jaw doesn't like deteriorate. Like right now I don't have them.
Right.
And my jaw is going to slowly deteriorate because you don't have anything that's like there to make your jaw not deteriorate.
Okay.
So a lot of people, when they have dentures, you'll slowly see that their jaws get smaller and smaller and smaller because it's just slowly shrinking.
Oh, shit.
So I really want some, but I cannot afford right now. Maybe once I
Right.
get my degree and I get a job, I can finally afford my snap-ins. But one day.
Yeah.
One day.
Does the bone graft help with the deterioration?
So what it adds to the bone stuff, like they do like cadaver bones. I don't think they do it from human. I think they do it from like animals. But it just adds like an anchorage point, and then like because you have those implants in there, it'll stop deteriorating.
Okay.
It's because you don't have any teeth or anything in there to have like the blood flow going to be like checking on, like your body. Like right now, there's like no reason for my jaw to be there in my body's like mind. Like that's what
right. Right.
One day.
Dang.
That's like the only downside to just getting. But like if you're only getting partials, like I don't think it'll affect it because you have other teeth around there that's making the blood flow go to it. Like I don't know if the area where your teeth are missing is gonna deteriorate because you got no bone or you got no teeth there. But I don't know. It might affect it. I don't know.
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
I'm looking at the background to Avowed right now.
Did you figure out what the what the starting weapons are?
I'm looking it up right now. I went on my tyrant about my adventure exploring. Oh, did I tell you I got a 94 out of 100 on that 40-minute presentation?
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't cry at all. It's great.
That's great. Okay, so I got some side quests here.
Huh?
Let's see. Escape plan. A young couple with a checkered past wants to flee the Adirian authorities in Paradise to live in Thirdborn. Remy, a friend of the couple, has asked you to procure the supplies they need to survive, acquire the land deeds. The refugees have purchased deeds for land in Thirdborn. The person they bought the deeds from is located in the Artisans district in Paradise. Okay.
Alright, so Court Augur is mace. Arcane Scholar is daggers. Vanguard Scout is axes. Noble Psychon is swords. War Hero is a spear. And that's it. So I think I like swords. As you probably. And they're not magic in this game?
Yeah, there's magic. There's magic.
I don't see like a mage.
Yeah, you can get like a wand, and then you can get a grimoire, and the grimoire is like what holds all your spells.
So is that like a secondary thing?
Yeah, it's like in your offhand. And so you can have a sword in one hand and a grimoire in the other and cast spells and use your sword. Do you ever get like random notifications from Discord that are just going off like crazy, and it's like I don't know where the notifications, like I'm in Discord and I don't see.
Oh yeah, I think you were hearing my Discord because I have a game on my phone that I'm a part of, and they're chatting in general. I should probably mute it. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
You can go do that right now. I play this Ant Legion game where
Ant Legion?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go do the fun stuff. Where is my...
Okay.
The thing that I'm not super hyped on with this game is that it doesn't like show you the quest marker like on your screen, just like on where does it want me to go?
Oh yeah, maybe you need to activate it. I don't know if I want to go with axes or swords.
Find the Watcher, acquire the land deeds. Okay, so it's over to the right. This way.
Oh, Noble Psychon, rich kid. I hate being the rich kid and I don't know if I want that. Starts with might, constitution, dexterity, and perception. Oh, let me see. War heroes, might, constitution, in your face fighters who don't want to bother with magic, so not war hero.
Have you watched the show Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, I've seen the first season and part of the second, and then something was going on and I couldn't finish it because it was upsetting me.
Oh. Yeah, it is a very brutal show. There's like cannibalism and all sorts of stuff.
Well, it's not even that. It was because that one character was like having weird like things going on with her, and like
the black lady.
Thought she was like wife thought she was like evil or something, and it upset me.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't think she's evil.
She might be a little evil.
Yeah, she might be a little evil. I think it's because I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
Maybe
how
I'll
do
do
I...
daggers.
Daggers are like super fast.
Might, perception, dexterity, intellect, resolve. It's a pretty well-rounded background and might be my personal recommendation. If you simply can't make a choice on your own, you can turn the statistical profile into basically any style of play.
Oh, cool. Here's the letter. Okay, bring the supplies to the refugees. So where are they?
I don't know if I should do... How do you even pronounce that? S-C-I-O-N?
Scion. Scion.
No, Scion.
Bring the
Let's
supplies
do
to the...
that. Okay.
Okay, so let's fast travel here. Yeah, I was so excited when I found out you were playing, or when you were reading
I
Red
know.
Rising.
I could tell by your text message.
I was like,
It was in all
yes!
caps.
I keep, every time I jump off something, I hit the space bar again, expecting a glider.
Oh yeah, I do that in a lot of games. I've been playing this. I've been playing Power Wash Simulator because I don't know. When my life feels like it's chaotic because of school, I like something that I can just like clean up that's easy and I don't have to think about. And every time I
Yeah.
jump off a building that I finish cleaning, I like try to glide. And then
Yeah,
my stomach drops because I'm not gliding, and I'm like, oh, I can't die in this game. Never
you're
mind.
right, yeah. And then a game that is really good for that, like that kind of like chill, like just turn your brain off and play it, is have you ever played Dredge?
No, I've seen it though.
I've been super addicted to this game lately. Like I've been
Yeah.
playing it so much, and you're like a little tugboat in like a Lovecraftian like fishing village thing. And if you go out at night, then there's like these Lovecraftian monsters out in the...
Oh, that's cool. The game that I like that you could just turn your brain off and do is Crime Scene Simulator, where you're just like cleaning up crime scenes. I love that game, and I just saw their roadmap, and they're coming out with like 10 more maps. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh shoot, that's cool.
Oh, what happened to the little monkey guy?
The little monkey guy.
I can't remember what they're called.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy intro to the game. Just this monkey getting just so dead.
Ah! What's wrong with his face? He's all decayed and mushroomy.
It's the blight or whatever.
His foul tendrils.
Foul tendrils. Okay, where the hell? It says the quest marker is like right here.
Oh, getting hot today. I'm like boiling my room.
I know. I'm like really warm.
I have my window AC taped up with a trash bag to keep the cold air from coming in my old ass house, and I can't even put it on because it's covered up right now.
Oh no.
6 weeks later. This is really cool though. I really I'm liking the beginning of this. This is fancy. Oh, have you seen those like simulated videos of like the aliens in the sky in America right now?
No, what?
Yeah, they've just been like, I don't know, like it's been really cool simulated stuff, or maybe it's AI simulated, but like it's like they're like trying to say that aliens are like coming or whatever, and then they like AI simulate like this UFO in the sky, but it's like not a normal UFO. It looks like a cloud of smoke with like red fires through it. I don't know, but I've seen like 3 different versions of it on these videos.
Okay, if aliens ever actually invaded, like what do you think they actually look like?
I think there's more than one.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but I, because the universe is super similar in like what it's made of, like every planet
Yeah.
is different, yes, but they have similar things because it's all made of the same stuff. So I think that they would look similar to us, just with different variations depending on what their planet was built out of. So I don't even, I
Yeah,
couldn't even.
I think so too. I think that either they look like almost exactly like us with like maybe
One
different
or two different
variation, like
variations. Yeah.
maybe they have like really big ears or something.
Yeah.
Um or I think they look nothing like us. Like I think like have you ever seen the movie Arrival?
No.
Oh, you have to watch it. It is my favorite alien movie because the aliens come down in these big like egg-shaped ships that are like
Oh,
straight up and down. They like come down and then the humans go into the ship because the aliens aren't coming out. And
yeah.
when the humans go in, the aliens are like in this tank basically because they can't survive Earth's atmosphere, so they have to have like their own
Mm,
little atmosphere in their ship. And they're
yeah.
like these big like octopus looking things. And the way they communicate is through like memories. Like they like will put like a false memory in your head to like communicate an idea,
Yeah.
or they'll like draw a symbol in the air and they're all trying to figure out what the symbols mean and stuff. I'm like
Yeah.
I think aliens are either going to be like so wildly different like that or they're going to
Yeah.
be like
Super
exactly
similar.
like
Yeah.
us.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory that the gray aliens are just us, but in the future?
Oh, I could totally see that.
Yeah, it's because they say that gray aliens have, or the reason they're that way is because humans have adapted to space. Like that's why
Right.
they've like evolved to that.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah, I think like I don't know. I think time travel is so interesting to me
Mm-hmm.
because like technically on a very like technical like theoretical level, we know that it's possible, like we know that it could be done, but uh like our technology just does not
This is
support it
very,
in any
yeah.
way. Yeah.
Have you heard of like the time slip stories? I was watching them the other day. There's, I think it was back in like the 1800s. There was these two women who were like scholars, and they like went on this trip together to Versailles, I think, or somewhere. I don't remember. Um, and they went there, and they were walking down the street, and one of them was seeing like a woman on a balcony drawing, and then people who were like dressed a little bit odd, and there was farming equipment like on the street, and the other woman wasn't seeing this.
Huh.
And they were like talking to somebody, and they said, oh yeah, around this time was the last day before the revolution, because it was in France, I believe. And every day, every year on this day, people will see like Marie Antoinette on the balcony, and
Oh.
like the farming equipment, and like she saw this weird like tractor thing that they dug up years later. Anyway, yeah, it's a really cool story. I don't even remember all the details, but it was interesting.
That's cool. I do you ever watch the channel Y-Files? The Y-Files?
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's so good. I love that show. I haven't kept up on their most recent episodes, but they have a couple episodes on time slips, and most of them are kind of like, okay, whatever. But there's one that is super, super convincing,
Hmm.
and it's this guy that took a picture like back in the, I don't know, like whenever cameras were first invented, and then another one from just like 10 years ago or 20 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And he looks the exact same, and the city skyline behind him is completely different, and it's not like photoshopped or anything.
Yeah.
And he was like saying, I forget exactly how the story went, but there were things that he knew that you couldn't know any other way, and it was just going through all of these like little details, and I'm like, man, that is so, it's so interesting. I want to believe so bad. I want to believe.
No, for sure. I love conspiracy theories, things like that, and
Yeah.
no, I think they're all really interesting. Something else I was going to talk about. I can't remember what it is now. Oh, have you ever had or like seen like anything that would like make you believe that aliens were like in your personal like experience?
No, I don't think so. There was one when I first moved out to Colorado, my friend Chris and I were like walking around. We were in this town that was way out in the middle of nowhere called Monument. Like it's literally like cows and like farming animals. Like it's not like a city in any way.
Yeah.
And we were like walking down the road like super late at night at like 2 a.m, and we saw something that was super interesting. I'm sure it can be explained away, but it was a red light that looked like a falling star or like a comet or something.
Yeah.
And it was like going across the sky, and then it stopped. Like it was going fast, and then it like stopped.
Yeah.
And it went like 90 degrees the other way. Like it was like going, and then it stopped, and then it kind of flared and went the complete other direction. And we were like, what the fuck is that? And like every now and then Chris and I will talk about it and be like, I still don't know what that was that night. It was so crazy. But I have had a super weird experience with ghosts. I'm not necessarily like a believer in ghosts or like the supernatural in that kind of way.
Yeah.
But there was one night where I was renting a room at this house, and when I first moved in, the guy was like, yeah, like if we clear out this one room, you could move in there. And I was looking at it, and the room was like packed with stuff. It was like all of their storage, just like all these boxes and stuff. And as soon as I stepped into the room, I was like, something just like felt off about it. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I'd rather just move into the other room that's like cleared and everything. He's like, okay. And then I later found out that that room that he was originally showing me, his uncle had died in that room. And then turns out that both his mom and his dad died in the room that he was sleeping in.
Yeah.
And like they owned the house and passed it on to him. And so it turns out that like 3 people had died there. So I stayed in this room. My 2 roommates, they worked at like Whole Foods like late at night. Like they were doing like the overnight stocking and stuff. So every single night they would leave at like 10 or 11 o'clock, and then they'd get home at like 6 or 7 in the morning. And so one night I was like out on the couch and I was watching TV, and there was no lights on except for the kitchen. And then there was a lamp to my left, just like a table side lamp, like the one back here.
Yeah.
And I was sitting and like watching the TV, and all of a sudden, all at one time, the TV went out, the lamp next to me went out, and the hallway light came on.
Yeah.
Now, this is a super, super old house, so it could be like some weird electrical shit. But there was no fuse that that tripped or anything. Like I never like when the other stuff did eventually come on, it just like came back on. Like it wasn't like I didn't go flip the breaker or anything.
Yeah.
And when I looked, because if I'm sitting on the couch like this, to my right, I can look down the hallway.
Yeah.
And so I got this weird feeling. The TV and the lamp went out. I looked to my right, and the hallway light came on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the feeling when someone like throws like a basketball at you or something, or like a baseball, and there's the immediate like instinct to like back up and catch it,
Yeah.
like when somebody throws something at you really fast.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. And
Huh.
it felt like something was hurtling down the hallway at me.
Yeah.
And I like flinched, and I jumped over the table. My skateboard was right by the door, and I like slipped into my Vans or whatever that were right by the door, and
Yeah.
I left the front door wide open, and I ran across
Yeah.
the lawn, and I started skating down the street. Now my mom, she lived like on the same street, just like a few houses down.
Yeah.
And so I hop on my skateboard and I go to her house. It's like midnight. And I'm not like, I wasn't doing any like drugs or anything like that. It was
Yeah.
like purely sober.
Yeah.
And I show up at my mom's house and I tell her like what just happened. I'm like, I feel like I'm going crazy. And my mom is like very, very religious. And so
Yeah.
she like hopped in her car and like took me back to the house and was like looking around the house. The lamp was back on, the TV wasn't on, but I was able to turn it on with the remote. The hallway light was still on, the front door was still wide open,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom like walked around the entire house and like started praying and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you feel good about staying here tonight?" I'm like, "I guess," because I'm not like a full on like believer in like ghosts or anything. And
Yeah.
so I was like, "Sure." I'm sure I'm fine. It was just hella fucking scary.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she like prayed over the house and everything, and then she
Mm-hmm.
like left. And I moved out, not for that reason, but I moved out like a month later.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's like the one story I have where I'm like, there was something weird going
No.
on.
Yeah.
Like, and especially the part that makes it so real to me is that feeling of like flinching when somebody throws something at you, like that instinctual flinch that happens when somebody throws something at you really fast.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember that so clearly. And I'm like, man,
Yeah.
that is so weird. It's so weird.
I have like two stories. So for the alien one, I was living in my car with a boyfriend at the time, and we were staying up at like it was like this. It was near like a frisbee golf course up in like this mountain area, and there was like no houses, nobody else around. That's why we picked that spot to sleep in our car.
Yeah.
And like the back of my car, we had like made a bed because we were living in the car, and so it didn't have like a back seat, and the trunk was open because it was the middle of summer, so it was hot. And he like turns around and turns like ghost white, and I was like, what? He was like, do you not see that? And I was like, see what? And I'm like, we weren't like on anything
Yeah.
like that. And I'm like looking, I don't see nothing. And he's like, you don't see the orb? I was like, no, I don't see shit. And the orb was, he said it was about a quarter mile away. And the second that he had like looked at it, it came towards him. And I'm looking for this fucking thing. I see nothing. And he
Oh.
literally like puts the car like in reverse and starts backing out of there. Mind you, the fucking back of this car, because it was a hatchback, was open.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking fly this fucking car. What are you doing? And he's like, it's coming towards us, it's coming towards us. I was like, I don't fucking see shit.
Oh my God.
And, he got us out of there, and we never slept there again. But that's
That's
like the only
crazy.
thing. And then,
He should have taken a picture of it.
oh yeah, no, I think it was just because it went from a quarter of a mile away to right by our car within a second.
Oh.
Like that's what freaked him out so bad, was that
Oh
it had come
shit.
so fast, and I never saw it. And
Yeah.
it's probably because we had the dome light on, so I couldn't see out the windows. But he was in the front of the
Oh.
car, so he could see out. I couldn't. Anyway, so that happened then. And as far as ghosts, I've told you before, I see them like in my day-to-day life, and it all started from this like moment that it happened. I was like 7 or 8. I was in my room, and my bed used to have like a trundle bed that would go underneath it, but there was nobody in the room. I wasn't having a sleepover. I was by myself, and it was the middle of the night. It was dark in my room, and I had dropped a book that I had been sleeping with on the side of my bed, and I went to grab it to pull it back up, and something grabbed my arm and started to try to pull me down like under my bed.
Oh.
And ever since then, I've like seen spirits and stuff. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I haven't had like anything try to grab me since then, but it was super traumatizing.
That's scary. That's super scary.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, there's arrows.
Yeah, I've had friends that have had some like weird experiences, and I think it's crazy. Like, you know, I don't necessarily know what I believe in as far as like the supernatural and stuff, but I think there's a lot of things that are here on this earth that we simply cannot explain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's
I think it also, if it's not ghosts, it's like dimensional. Like there's another dimension we're right next to that we're seeing.
Yeah.
Like of us, but on a different timeline is what I've heard. Another explanation for ghosts. If people don't want to like believe in that, then they think it's like a timeline that we're like interfering with that is similar to ours.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Because, you know, it'd be crazy to be able to look like way, way, way into the future and see what things look like then.
Yeah.
Because like, what if people have discovered like time travel or like interdimensional travel, but they just it like doesn't operate how we in today's day and age think that it does.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of stuff is super, super interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure. I could definitely see, because I think I read that time isn't like linear, so it's like
Right.
all of time is always going all the time.
Yeah. Time is a river and all that.
Yeah. Dang. All these dead people in this castle.
What's your favorite like conspiracy theory type thing?
I think I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but the one that freaks me out the most is that we're in a simulation that we can't get out of. That one freaks me out the most, that we're just like in some kind of like machine that we're hooked up to.
That one honestly like seems the most like plausible and probably like probable.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've read something that like technically we are in a simulation because this is all like in our brains.
Yeah, the way we interpret things is like vastly different from one person to the other, and even on like a visual level, like you can never be entirely certain that that you're seeing what the other person is seeing. Even when it comes down to like color blindness, like one person's blue is another person's red, you know? And because there's people that like see colors in like very different ways than quote unquote normal people. I had a friend that that he had a weird thing about color blindness. I don't pretend to know exactly what it was, but basically the way I understood it is that his color spectrum is all like shifted over by one color. Oh. So what would be yellow to me is like green to him, or like what would be green is like blue or whatever.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I knew that for colorblind people, like blues and greens can be gray or whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't know that there was like something that could make it so it's over one. That's interesting.
Yeah, he could like straight up see colors, but I always had a difficult time anytime I was trying to like anytime we needed to like discuss something that was like if we're talking about a skateboard, like, oh, buy the blue skateboard, and he'd be like, I I don't know what you mean by blue. Like you know what I mean? Like those kind of things. And so
Yeah.
it was really, really interesting. But
Yeah.
even stuff like that, or like, have you ever looked into the double slit experiment?
Mm-mm.
It's this idea that has been scientifically proven, like we know it for a fact, and it is that things things only materialize. How do I phrase it? Like things are only there when you're looking at them, basically.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so like they had a particle cannon that shot
Mm-hmm.
little tiny microscopic pieces of material
Yeah.
onto a paper, like through a there's like a sheet of paper and it's got a slit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it shoots the material, most of it hits the paper, and then the ones that go through the slot, there's another paper behind it, and it arranges itself in a line, right?
Yeah.
And when the camera is looking at the piece of paper, it arranges itself in a line. But
Okay.
when when everybody goes out of the room and nobody looks at it, there's no camera, nothing. When the particles go through it, there it like arranges itself in these wave forms. Like it's
Yeah.
like these big like waves. And
Yeah.
but then when they're looking at it, it's just a line. But you know, when they're looking at the process happening, it's just a line. But if they do the process and then pull the sheet of paper later, it's all these waves. Um,
Okay.
and so it's almost like Schrodinger's cat. Like if the cat is in the box,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, like is
Yeah.
there
That
really a
that is
cat?
interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
the double slit experiment is one of my favorite like scientific theories or
Mm-hmm.
experiments of all time.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, but yeah, it's
Have,
super super cool.
so have you heard? So back, I think it was in Vietnam. They made night vision goggles with red before they did green.
Oh,
And
interesting.
when that happened, the soldiers were seeing like demons in these night goggles that were red. They were like seeing demons and like another like dimension or whatever. So they had to stop using it because they were shooting at nothing.
Whoa.
And then now people do these like videos where they like set up like these red lasers and have people look at them and like they see like like it looks like like the Matrix, kind of like they're peering into our like dimension and seeing like these words fly by. Some people say that it's light like refracting off all the bumps like on the wall because it's like not a flat surface
Right.
technically.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's like the logical thought process, but the other one is that they're like peering through our universe at the other side to another dimension.
Damn.
So I find that one interesting.
That's super cool. That's super cool. Yeah, you should watch the Y-Files. I think you'd love
I
every
think I've watched it. Like I've seen
Yeah.
videos of it, but I don't. I'm trying to think.
That's what the fish on my
Was it
bookshelf.
originally a channel run by like a father and a daughter, and now they like
No.
okay? Because there is another YouTube channel that was originally run that it reminds me of the Y Files, and
Hmm.
like they would go out. I think they did. They went to Area 51 at one point, and like that's like the last I like saw of like anything where they were both together. So I'm wondering what
Oh,
that one's called now. Huh.
dang, that's crazy. There's a channel that I've been watching. It's more like true crime and some like unexplained mysteries rather than like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But it's called Mr. Ballin.
Yeah, I watched that one.
And I watched his channel for like a week because his videos are so bingeable. I'm like, I want to hear the next story. I want to hear the next story.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
by the end of the week, I felt like so like dirty and like bad about my life. I was like, I don't know, because you're just hearing story after story of all of these like horrendous things happening.
Yeah.
Um, And I'm like, I don't know if I can like watch this channel anymore. Like I was so depressed by the end of the week.
Yeah, this last week I've been doing that Power Wash Simulator and listening to like stories of people just like disappearing in thin air.
Yeah.
And there's one that I've heard about before, but it's about this like teenage boy who was like coming home from a party, and he was driving on like a back road. I don't remember where he was from. It was like Tennessee or something. And his car went into a ditch, and he called his parents and was like, "Hey, my car's went into the ditch. I'm out on my way home, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere on this road. Like, I'm just gonna start walking. Like, I see the city, like, just drive out here and like meet me. I'm on this road." And then all you hear him say is, "Oh shit," and the phone goes dead. And they never find a body, and they never find his stuff. He was like
Dang.
not even in the area that he thought he was. Like, and there was no city anywhere, so they don't know what he saw. They think that he fell into the river that was nearby, which would explain like the oh shit because he slipped and fell. But I feel like they'd hear a splash or something.
Right.
But yeah, there's never been anything ever found about like what happened to him.
Dang,
but I really
that's
like
crazy.
missing stories because it's like I don't
Yeah.
know. I know they're bad, but I do like hearing about them because like one day they might be figured out, and it's just so
Yeah.
interesting to hear that they like because most of the time like you don't even hear like what their last words were.
Right.
And then that time that there was like you heard a oh shit, so something happened, but there's like no
Yeah.
explanation for what happened.
Yeah. Have you seen all the stuff recently with like Jack the Ripper? They think they found the guy.
I mean, they thought they figured out who he was like 6 times now.
I know, yeah. So this one got debunked because
Oh, okay.
they're using a specific kind of DNA called I think it's mitochondrial DNA, but that can only that kind of DNA can only eliminate suspects. It can't like designate a suspect because of the way that DNA works. It's because it's like too big of a DNA pool. Like there's like there could be like several dozen people all across London who have the same mitochondrial DNA.
Yeah, because it could be any one of them. I think the reason they chose him was because he was a suspect.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing with that is that they like they pulled it off like a handkerchief or a scarf or something. A shawl, yeah. And the shawl was never like actually found at the crime scene. It was like a guy that came forward like dozens of years later that was like, yeah, this shawl was like at the crime scene, and like it was, or like he's like it belonged to my like mother that got murdered by Jack the Ripper, and like his DNA is on it. And so it's like there's not really any way to know like if some guy comes forward like years and years and years later and has this random piece of clothing, it's like how can you say for sure?
Yeah, I mean if it wasn't found on the crime scene, how is it legit, you know?
Yeah. And also I kind of like the idea that we'll like never know who Jack the Ripper is. I think it's so interesting.
Yeah, there's been quite a few things recently that they've like figured out because of the DNA, you know?
Yeah. These little cat people are so funny.
I haven't come across them yet.
Wait, how far are you?
I just started talking to some woman in a cell named Hora.
Do you not have a little cat guy with you?
No, I got a weird blue fuzzy guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
is he not the same thing as them? Doesn't he have the ears like this, or is he
I guess
different?
I didn't think him as a cat person. I just figured he looked kind of like that. He reminds me of is it Little Monster? Is that blue guy from Little Monster?
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So I went to a study group with this person for my biopsych class, and it was just me and her, and she's got to be early 20s, probably like maybe like 21, maybe 20. and we were talking about and when I say this, like, tell me what movie it's from, but it's Medulla Oblongata.
Is that from a movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
I don't
hoping you'd
know.
know it.
Uh-uh.
Waterboy.
Oh, okay.
He goes Medulla Oblongata. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah. Anyway, and I'd said that, and I was like, "Oh, it reminds me of the movie Waterboy," and she like looked at me like, "Huh?" I was like, "Oh, I'm old. Sorry." And I
Yeah,
had to explain to her that it's like a
dude.
scene in that movie where he's like in a science class, and the teacher goes, "Can anybody tell me what the medulla oblongata is?" And then Adam Sandler is just like, "My mama says that it's why alligators are so angry because they have all them teeth and no something something something." I don't remember what the rest of it is, and she just was like, "Okay."
That's so funny. It's crazy how younger people like it sucks getting to the age where nobody like gets your references.
Yeah,
Like Gabe and I were doing an episode last week where for the Dresden Files there was this book where it's like all the like side stories, like all the little short stories and stuff.
yeah.
And Dresden he like comes into the room and there's like this really hot nurse and he goes, "Hello, nurse." And she says, "Sorry, I don't date cartoon." Or she's like, she says, "As much as I love Yakko and Wacko, I don't date cartoon characters or the kids that love them." And I was like laughing at this. I brought it up on the podcast, and Gabe says, "What is that?" And I'm like, "You don't know Hello, Nurse?" And he's like, "No, what is that?" I'm like, "The Animaniacs? Like, you never watched the Animaniacs?" He's like, "I have no idea what that is." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God." I'm like, "Go to Google right now." And so I showed him Animaniacs. He's like, "Yeah, I never watched this as a kid." And I'm like, "Oh my God,
What?
I feel so old." Apparently it came out in
How old is he?
1993. He's like 26 or 27.
Oh, well, that's fine.
And so I
They
think
were
he
watching
just
that
like
different.
barely missed it, but
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh my God,
Yeah, because I'm a
okay."
year older than you, so.
You're a year older than him?
Than you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was bummed. I was like, "Dude, how did you miss
I feel like
Animaniacs?"
I feel like we get so excited to be like reference something, and then when people don't know what it is, you like kind of feel stupid.
Right, yeah, you're just like, "Oh my God." Or like one thing I reference all the time that is kind of hit and miss depending on how old somebody is what are we doing tonight? What are we doing tonight, brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
I say that to my kids all the time. I'm like, "What are we having for dinner tonight?" And they're like
Same
staring
thing
at
we
me like,
do every night.
"Same thing I do every night. Try to take over the world with dinner." Like talking to myself in the kitchen, and my kids are like, "Okay, mom."
Okay. Oh, it sucks.
I have a bad habit of quoting to myself and laughing.
Defend your captain. Here we go.
Oh my god. So that the presentation I did, I was talking about how like there's different things that people have evolved to do to like survive, and one of those is like mate selection, in which, and I was using birds as an example. And I
Yeah.
was seeing that birds have like mating dances that they do. And I was wearing like this long coat thing, and
Yeah.
this wasn't pre-planned. I just did it, and now I'm like kind of embarrassed about it. But I was like, yeah, male birds do like these mating dances, and I like pulled up the coat and was like, and it looks like this. And I was like, why the fuck did I just do that? I'm hella
Wait,
embarrassed.
you pulled up your coat and did what?
I like held it to my side and like went like that with my coat to like mimic the mating dances that birds do.
Did they think it was funny?
They laughed, but I'm still like, why did I do that? I have like no impulse control.
That's so great. I love that.
My teacher, when he like was like grading it, he like wrote at the bottom, he's like, "This is really good and you're really funny." And I'm like, "Well, thanks, I'm trying."
That's great. Okay, I got a carrot. What else?
Ooh.
There's like so much food in this game. There's like food all over the place. One thing that I haven't liked about this game is like I feel like in a lot of other RPGs there's like major like consequence and reward. Like
Mhm.
if it like in The Witcher, if you pick certain dialogue options, you can get like, you know, you can make sure that somebody helps you later, or you can like get like a romance option or something like that.
Yeah.
And in this game, there's nothing like that. Like you can pick your dialogue, but it doesn't have any real impact on anything unless you're
Yeah.
like, you can do like, you can be like, I'll make a deal with you, or like, I'll convince you to go to make things go my way, or I'll attack you. Like you can
Yeah.
choose stuff like that,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it's kind of
So there's
like
no romance options in this game at all?
nope, no romance options. Your companions will never like leave you. Like if you piss them
Hmm.
off, like they'll never be like, I'm out of here. Um, so that's kind of a bummer.
Do you ever play Mass Effect 3?
I've wanted to. I think I was trying to play them somewhat recently, and I was like, God, these games are just like too old, and they're hard to play now. But I've always
No.
wanted to.
Maybe I'm misremembering the game. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right game. Hold on.
Where they're like in space and you have all these companions and
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. There's a lot of space games though, and the
Yeah.
specific memory that I'm trying to remember right now, I'm
Mm.
thinking I might be mixing up with another game. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's people, I think that's the game where you romance them, and there's like an alien you can romance. Yeah. Well, the third one, they got really into it.
Oh,
And they started
really?
having like sex scenes you could do with the players. And I romanced the alien guy. And that was like the craziest, like, to just have like, because before, like, when you'd have romance, like, it would show some kissing maybe, and
Right.
that's it. But this one, like, showed everything but the privates. Like,
Right.
and I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Like, I went back and, like, after I had selected my first one, I went back just to romance the alien because I wanted to see if it was different than the human version.
Yeah.
When it came to that scene, because it was just like, I was just like, whoa,
Yep.
this is intense.
Yeah.
This is so
I,
intense.
I've been playing The Witcher 3,
Yeah.
and I was like I logged in the other day, and I was right at the point where you like do the final romance scene with a Triss. And she gets completely naked, like you see like vagina and everything.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I forgot how like graphic this is. Even like Geralt, like you never see his dong or anything, but you see like the V shape that goes down to
Yeah.
it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like his dick is like just out of sight. Like, oh my God. I forgot how intense this is.
Yeah, well, it is. I think isn't it made in a different country?
Yeah, it's Poland.
Yeah, I think they're more okay with like nudity in Europe.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think so.
surprised.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go look for the key to the cell.
I told that chick I was like, "You're on your own," and
Aw.
I left her there because I wanted to see what would happen.
What happened?
You want me to tell you?
Well, yeah, I already selected the one where I take her
Oh,
with me.
okay. Okay. So I don't know what happens if you save her, but if you leave her behind, um, there's another guy, like a bandit type guy you run into later, and she's with him and she attacks you.
No. So she is bad?
I don't think so. I think she was upset that I left her.
Well, okay.
And so she joined up with this bandit. But I think probably if you save her, I'm sure she like joins your party and like helps you.
Okay. I'll live to regret this. Why? I think I missed some of the dialogue because we were talking. Well. It is getting so hot in my room. I think I need to air it out. Oh. Oh, of course, it's freezing in my bathroom. Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
What is going on?
Oh, that was weird. That wasn't a jump. That was like a dash. Woo. Woo. That's cool. That's fancy. What the hell? Oh, God. Damn it. I don't think I like the jumping aspect of this game at all. They need to fix that.
Like the dodge?
Not even that. It's just like, I don't know. The way it jumps is like delayed.
It's like super floaty. It's like
super, yeah, that's it. It's like floaty and like delayed. Like when I hit the button, like yeah, it jumps, but it's like I'm floating in the air. Like the gravity isn't right.
Right. Yeah. It's been driving me nuts too.
Yeah, if they fix that, like I think I'd enjoy this game. But ooh, what's this? I found a key. It's a copper key. Not the right key. Spoiled cabbage. Num num num. Did you see the Enshrouded like that post?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm, like the comments in it, rather.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I can show people.
I told my best friend about that. She's like, "You gotta save that. That's so cool." Oh no! Oh, there it is. Okay.
They said, here are some of your screenshots of time spent in Embervale with your significant others. Thanks for sharing your special moments with us with like a heart face. And then Nova and I are right at the top.
So funny.
They had posted something on Twitter like, share your cute photos of you spending time in Embervale with like those close to you or whatever. They phrased it some other way, and I was like, I think this picture is cute. And then they like put it up on their YouTube. I was like, and I texted Nova and I was like, okay, don't be mad at me. But apparently Enshrouded thinks that we're significant others. And that was a good laugh.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm not mad at you. We'll just say our characters are dating.
Our characters are dating. And then.
And I told my friend, I was like, it's even funnier because it looks like we're holding hands. She's like, it's worse than that. It looks like you guys are holding pinkies.
Holding pinkies? Oh yeah. That's funny. That was such a fun night though, because we had been in Enshrouded. It was like nighttime, and we had been trying to climb our way up this big like ice mountain. And it felt like we were fighting through it like all night, just like making our way up this mountain. And then right as we get to the top, the sun rises. I'm like, that is so freaking cool.
When you said that, there was another picture we took on top of a snowy mountain.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, so that's what I thought you had sent, and then I saw that one. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's funny.
Yeah, that was funny. I like how there's like the other comments in there are just people saying how great the game is, and then there's just like me and you being stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like, what were some of the other comments?
Because you had said we made the front page, dear, and I was like, yeah, we did. Flip 'em.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. Bad case of flu.
Where the fudge?
Yeah, it's so cool to see people like really enjoying
The game,
this
yeah.
game.
I
Like,
hope
it's-
they do more soon.
Yeah, well, they posted. Did you see this?
The fuck am I supposed to do with this? Okay. Burned. Some spells. Abilities needed in it. Okay. I don't have Fury. How do I do Fury? What? Oh, I don't have a bow and arrow. Do I have a bow and arrow?
Probably not. You'll get one really soon after you let that lady out of the cage.
I let her out.
Oh, if you go up top where she was, if you climb back up those boxes, there's a bow and arrow off to the side.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, Enshrouded released this early access roadmap for 2025.
Oh, okay.
And they put out a bunch of their like ongoing improvements or all the normal stuff. They're gonna have new weather events, improved night, like they're gonna make nighttime more dangerous.
Oh.
They're gonna put in a jukebox, whatever that means. They're gonna add the mountain biome hollow halls. So like, remember when we went there and we were like, it's fucking empty. They're gonna add that, and then they're gonna
yeah.
they're gonna add a water biome and a water biome hollow hall.
Ooh, I love water biomes in every game,
Yeah.
except for the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I was just about to say that one is the worst. Then they're gonna do new farm animals. They're gonna add a barber so you can change your appearance. Coloring station for armor so you can dye your armor so it doesn't have to be blue
Ooh.
anymore. For some reason, all of our armor is blue.
That's exciting.
I
I know, we're always looking like we're twinning with our matching colored armor.
I know, yeah. New weapon types, like probably great swords and stuff, like two-handed swords. They're gonna have base raids. New moving traps. Because we all love our electricity balls in the dungeons and stuff.
I love every time me and you play with those electricity balls. Like I literally don't ever time it. I just like run.
Yeah.
You're always having to try to like
revive you.
I'm just like, I'm gonna leave it up to chance.
Yeah. Leroy Jenkins. Let's see. Improved Shroud. They're gonna get new rewards when you go into the shrouds. Because I think the idea of the shroud is if you go in there, it should be dangerous and you should get better equipment from it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, the only reason to go into a shroud is to do the elixir wells. So yeah, I think they're gonna add like better rewards for going in there.
Yeah, because when you go in there, like you do all that work and there's just like crap weapons. It sucks.
Right. Yeah, it's always like bad weapons.
Yeah, it's like not even close to the level that you are.
Right.
How the fuck did I do this? What did I do? Ascend, swim, okay.
Enemy patrols and world events. New moving traps. Yes, they have a lot. They have a lot on the schedule. Teleport to other servers.
Oh.
That's kind of cool.
I wonder how that's gonna work.
I know.
It'd be cool if you could like mesh games together.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
How the fuck do I get over there? What? Oh, there's that little thing over there. This game's making me think. I'm not used to it. I'm
I know, right?
Power wash simulator.
Oh shoot.
Okay, maybe that's not it. What the fuck? Oh.
Oh, dang, I just wrecked her. Holy shit. I expected that to be like a mini boss or something. We'll pay a handsome bounty for information on the Aderian ambassador, their daily schedule, their preferred wine. Nothing is beneath our interest, and everything has a price. Interesting. Okay, well, on with my day.
Oh, sneak attack. Oh, shut the fuck up. Just like, stay down and don't get us killed. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Shut up.
How about you stay down and don't get us killed?
I didn't realize when I sneak attacked him. Can you not roll in this game?
No, you can sprint and slide.
Okay.
And you can dodge. You can dodge left to right like this. And you can dodge back. It's the same button as jump though.
Damn.
What is that sound? I hear there's some item up there. Oh, there we go.
Did you go, motherfucker? Oh, that's the fucking cat dude. Oh, is that an apple? Level up! What? Woo! Oh, okay. Charge Tanglefoot, minor missiles.
I just ruined like all their plans and they're like, thank you. There's like little to no fall damage in this game. You can jump so far.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
just-
That's
it'd be
something I
fun.
need since I'm always falling in holes for something.
Yeah.
The other day, me and Spencer were playing, and like he already knows that I have issues with falling in holes, but we were walking somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And then shouted, and all of a sudden I just like disappear. He's like, "Where the fuck did you
Where'd
go?"
you
Like, I
go?
just fell in this hole, and he's like, "What hole?"
You're like, I'm down here, and I look down this big like cavernous hole, and I'm just like, what?
I
I've
was the
never
only one in the
seen.
area. So
Yeah. It was just like this random hole that went like hella far down.
All right. Ooh, I think I'm gonna do the minor missiles.
Minor missile.
Sticky missiles sounds fun to me. LB.
Your whereabouts. Okay.
Does
Does it give me a quest marker anywhere? No quest marker. Okay. Alright, let's see what we need to do here. Who said that? Somebody had a quest for me. Where'd it go? Who said they had a situation over here?
Oh, a new sword. Oh, it's a wand. I got myself a wand. I'm like sweating. Why is it so effing hot?
Wait, what? I have to look through the cart?
My birthday's in like 3 weeks.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wait,
Not really.
do we have the same? We must have a similar birthday. Mine's March 20th.
Mine's March 16th.
Oh shit. Okay.
My sister's is March 21st. She's right next to you.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's the day before St. Patrick's Day. And also spring break. So everyone always gets drunk for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
I'm returning 35.
Oh no. I know, I'm gonna be 33.
Mm-hmm. Or you're 2 years younger than me.
I'm just like, I don't.
What year were you born?
92.
Okay, so you are 2 years younger.
Like, I just don't.
It's so funny when you're younger, you think like 30s is like you're in your grave, and now you're like in your 30s and you're like,
Yeah, like you wanna get older, and then you're just like, I'm done getting old now. Stop it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
What the fuck? I just did the fucking missile thing and it went straight into the ground instead of.
Huh? Dude, Hostess Hostess cupcakes
Mm-hmm.
are my absolute weakness.
Really? Yeah, I like Hostess stuff as well.
Oh, it's so good.
Fuck! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! No! 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 Okay.
For a while they were doing like vanilla cupcakes,
Mm-hmm.
but they had the chocolate top to them. So like they were like white. They were like white cake, but like had a chocolate frosting on them.
Yeah.
And I was buying like a pack of those because they were like a limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
I was buying those like in bulk
Yeah.
because I was afraid they were gonna go away, and then they eventually did.
Mm. Yeah, they have these. They're like not the cupcakes, but they're like the long ones. They're like looks like kind of like slices of cake, but they're like unicorn colored ones. Those are really good.
Oh yeah.
And then they have ones for Valentine's Day this year that were like strawberry, and I love anything strawberry.
Oh, were they good?
They were so good.
Oh,
Like that's my like. I love those, and like I like cannot eat a lot of like gluten because of my health issues. So it's like been really hard to give that up.
oh yeah.
What are all these like rainbowy things?
I don't know. They're kind of all over the place. I haven't really figured that out yet. Some of them you can interact with, like in your like your main quest missions,
Oh, okay.
but most of the time they don't do anything.
Oh, I do like how you get to go underwater in this game.
Yeah. And it actually works like how you expect it to. You don't have to hold one button to go up and another to go down. I was
Yeah.
playing what was it? I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and you have to click one button to dive down into the water, and then you
Yeah.
have to click 2 other different buttons to move up and down. I'm like, dude, just let me point the camera up or down. If I
Yeah.
point the camera up, why don't I just move up?
Yeah. Well, I finished Grounded, that one game. It was really fun.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Did it have a good ending?
Yeah, no, it was really good. And then I started to build my own little, because that when you there's like a playground portion where you can build your own little like map,
Yeah.
and so I started building a like a tree house base, because in the game, in the center of the, because like the basis of the game, you're like a teenager that's been miniaturized, and you're in the scientist's backyard. And in the backyard, they have like this center tree in it that you can't normally climb unless you build around it. But with the playground, you can like float around as this little like bumblebee thing.
Oh,
And
okay.
we built myself like a little tree house, and in the center tree. It was really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put this shit all over my face, because now everyone thinks I'm infected.
His Majesty's
I love
concerned.
popcorn, but I hate like the stuff that gets left behind in your mouth when you eat popcorn.
Yes, I was at the store, the store near me. They have like a popcorn stand where they like cook hot popcorn.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna get myself a little bag of kettle corn, just like this little tiny bag, just to like
Yeah.
munch on. And it was so good, but I was like, I was flossing my teeth for days trying to get that shit out.
Vipers. Have you watched any good movies lately?
Um, Good movies. I don't think I've seen any movies recently. I've been watching a lot of TV. I've been watching the new Dexter series, Severance. I need to catch up on Severance today. Um, I've missed the past 2 episodes. Have you watched it?
I've watched two episodes, but I've been having really bad anxiety lately, so I've just been playing Power Wash and listening to mystery stories.
Yeah. Yeah, Severance is it's definitely a mind fuck for sure.
Yeah, I've been needing some mellow stuff, and I haven't really had a cozy game to play in a while, so
Yeah.
Power Wash it is.
Do you have a Switch, like a Nintendo Switch?
Hmm.
You should get Dredge on it. I think you'd really like it.
Yeah, no, I think I was gonna check it out. Is it not on Xbox? I thought it was on Xbox.
It's on both those things too, but I've been enjoying it on the Switch because then I can just like get into bed and like play it.
Oh, okay. Have you
Um,
ever played Spiritfarer?
no, I've seen that around. Is it good?
That's a really good cozy game, but if you have dealt with people passing in your life a lot, it will make you cry because you're ferrying spirits across the.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like a lot of people really like it. I've never picked it up, but I've kind of wanted to.
Oh, hot. Oh God! Didn't expect a fight. Oh. I wish these missile things were better.
You wish what?
The missile things, like, they don't work very well.
Is it not working?
It is, but it's like you have to like be pointing directly at them. Like I thought it was going to be like a heat-seeking one, you know?
Yeah.
But instead, you have to be like pointing directly at them, or it goes
Okay.
into the ground.
Have you seen like the Hogwarts Legacy mods that they added to the game?
No, I've been wanting to play it again because I wanted to do that mystery shack because I haven't played it since they opened it for everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, now they have, like, if you're on PC, like they have mods that you can get right from the main menu. You don't have to download anything, you just like enable them.
Oh, okay.
And so you don't have to go to like Nexus mods and like do all the like modding stuff. Yeah. It's really cool. I've been wanting to try it.
Have you heard of that new movie coming out called Mickey 17?
Yes, I want to watch it so bad.
Yeah, it reminds me of that game Alters that was supposed to come out, but I guess they just extended the release date.
When does... Oh, it comes out on March 7th.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Gonna have to go watch that. Killing me was bold, I'll give him that. Such blatant disrespect cannot go unavenged.
Oh, I got myself a great hammer. I don't know which way it just came out of it. We'll just... I was cleaning off like these really, really dusty shelves at my job yesterday, and ever since then, like I can't breathe through my nose.
Yeah, I was working. I was working with insulation yesterday, and that, oh my god, that just killed my sinuses and everything.
How did you get out of the snow?
Oh, that was interesting. So at this job site, the road was totally clear. Like the actual like main road was totally clear.
Yeah.
But our company is supposed to clear like driveways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in some cases, it's supposed to be the homeowner's job, depending. So off the road, there's like this hella long, like it takes like a solid minute to get up this driveway. Like it's hella long.
Yeah.
And it like kind of winds, and when you get off the main road, there's like a gate, and you go downhill, and then it goes flat, and then it's uphill the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And I went the downhill part, and right as I was going down, I was like, wow, there's a lot more snow here than I expected.
Yeah.
And I get to the flat part, and I'm like, well, I should get a running start at this hill. The truck, it's not my truck, but the truck that I was driving had 4-wheel drive. So I'm like, surely it'll get up here. And I turn it into 4-wheel, and like I get a running start at this hill, and it's like going okay at first, but then I keep getting pushed off to the left and the right, like it wouldn't stay straight.
Yeah.
And to my left is like a 50-foot drop. Like it's like a cliff. And so I was starting to freak out. I was like, oh my God, this is really, really bad. And so I correct and get myself over to the right a little bit more. But on the right side is a big snowbank. And so I get stuck just like in like 3 feet of powder snow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God. So I had to shimmy myself back over to the left to get back onto like the road part of it, and then just like very, very carefully go in reverse to where I get down to the flat.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like I was just not able to reverse back up this hill. So I went out, and I have like a shovel that I keep in the truck, and I like shoveled out the snow, like making these little like furrows, like these little strips.
Yeah.
to give my tires something to like hook onto.
Yeah.
And I put it, instead of having it in 4 low, I put it in 4 high,
Yeah.
and I was able to just barely reverse out of there. Like I just barely got out of there. But it took like a couple hours.
I bet.
So yeah, that sucked for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the mountain town I grew up in, it would snow a lot, and I didn't have chains. I couldn't afford chains, so I always carried something in my trunk with me to put under the tires.
Yeah.
Most of the time it was a board or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, or snow or tire chain tires, snow chains
Snow
are like
chains.
so expensive.
Are they really?
I mean, for my pocketbook, yeah.
I haven't looked into them yet,
Let's
but
see. Let's see how much they are.
my boss, like, he was supposed to like buy me some, and then the next day he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get the chains." He's like, "We'll just wait on that job site." I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "I'm not gonna buy them because it's like the company truck." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy chains for your truck."
Now it says $60, but I don't know if that's per tire or if you get all 4.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, fuck. Let's see. And that's
Oh.
like for this specific tire, so who knows if we have bigger tires,
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see if it's one or not. It's not telling me. I hate when that happens. It like doesn't tell you if it's enough for all 4. I think it's only 1 per tire, so they might be like $60 per tire.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Liviana suggested I visit a watcher. I feel fine if that's your concern. A living land so dangerous. My soul is at risk. Man, sometimes this game just has like way too much dialogue, and I'm like, I just wanna shoot things.
Alright. I'm back.
I'm trying to find a new car after
Yeah.
after driving the company car for the past week. I'm like, man, this is what a this is what a good vehicle is supposed to feel like. I'm like, I need like a better ride.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I've been looking at Honda CRVs are actually kind of cheap where I'm at right now. And so I've been looking into those.
Yeah,
It's like an
ever since my
SUV.
car got totaled, I've been having to drive my old car around it like it's got like an oil leak, I'm pretty sure, and so I put oil in it every few weeks.
Yeah.
It just sucks having a crappy vehicle again.
Yeah, it's such a bad feeling, especially like I'm driving the company truck and then I bring
Mhm.
it back to the shop and I get in my truck and it's like such a huge noticeable difference. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is supposed to feel like way different." Like when I press on the gas in my truck, it like takes a minute to get going.
Yeah.
And when I press on the gas in like the company truck, it's like instantaneous power.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this is what driving is supposed to feel like.
Yeah, I have a 1986 Mercedes-Benz my dad gifted me like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And this car has had so many issues with it because it's from the fucking 80s.
Right.
And it's fucking diesel.
Oh, wow.
And I have a friend that's my dad's friend that was a mechanic for like 20 years at the Mercedes-Benz Automotive.
Yeah.
And so that's where we bought the car from. So anytime there's an issue, I go to him to fix it.
Yeah.
But that car sat for a couple of years while I had my new car. And I'm like, new car broke. I had to get that one fixed. And then it just took a shit on me. So
Right.
she's been sitting there. And it sucks because it's like a collector car.
Right.
So I'm thinking about selling it so I can get a nice car again. But I just feel bad because that guy that we bought it from, he's had it. His daughter used to drive it when she was in high school. So he's had it for a long time. And I just feel like guilty selling it.
Right. Yeah. That's how I feel about my other truck. I keep like, I'm like, should I fix my other truck or should I just sell it? And I think I'm at a point where I'm like, I need to just like sell this thing. I need to just get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. The fucking dialogue in this game is funny.
Dang it.
Like every time someone sees my character's face, they're like, "What's wrong with your fucking face?"
Right. It's like I get that enough in real life. Like fuck off.
Right? It's just funny to me because they're like, "What's wrong with your face?" I'm like, if I saw someone that looked like my person, I'd be like, "Damn, give me some of that." I think I made her pretty, like just because she's got fucking a tree coming out of her head, like whatever.
Did you do the full on like mushrooms and everything coming out?
I did a little bit of mushrooms, but her hair has like a tree coming out of it. Here, I can show you a picture in a second. Hold on.
Oh, it's this skeleton that's, oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to fuck with you guys. I didn't realize there was so many of you. Okay. All right. Oh my God. I'm so fucked. Where the fuck is Kai?
Huh?
My companion.
Oh.
He's like not doing shit. Oh, and this guy is healing everybody. Can I fuck him up? There we go. Now you guys can stop getting healed. Oh my God, this is a crazy fight.
Oh, I got a new companion. Kai is my new companion. Alright, let me see if I can look at my face.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
My dog says hello.
Aw.
Why are you wet?
Look at the puppies.
My dog's wet. I don't know why my dog is wet, but my dog is wet.
You go out in the... Oh, I guess you don't have snow. I was gonna be like, did he go out in the snow? Here's Hank. Come here, boogers. I know, do your stretch. Come here. He is so, like... When he stretches, he's like, nope, you're not interrupting my stretch.
Yeah, my dog, she does this stretch thing where she does a stretch and then she pops her back foot. It's really cute.
She pops up her back foot?
Yeah, it's really cute. Like, she'll stretch out all, and then at the end, she pops out her back foot.
He's all warm because he's been laying underneath the blanket all day.
Oh, my little toasty dog.
Oh, Toby. My favorite thing is in the morning when he gets up and he's all like super, super warm because he's been like sharing body heat with me all night. You know, just like wrapped up around me.
Yeah.
And then he's like completely limp, just like completely like boneless dog is my favorite.
I have something that just came up. I'm gonna have to hop off. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's no problem. I was gonna end the stream soon anyway.
Okay.
But
Bye.
all right, later. All right, everybody. Let's kind of finish up this last quest and then I'll take off. I need to eat some lunch and stuff too. Let's see what we got going on here. How do I get over to this place? I see my quest marker there, but dang, this place is cool at night. Oh, fuck. Oh, did I die? Shit. Oh boy, how far back did it set me? Wait a minute. Oh, here's the cartographer. He's right here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, how do I get in there? I need ice. Wait, is this where the cartographer is? He's got to be either in there or right in here somewhere. Okay, notes to Sansa. Return the Dawn Shores cartographer notes to Sansa. Okay. And then A, find the Watcher. Okay. Okay, wait, where do I return the notes to? Return the notes. Find Marius at the grinning thing. Find the Watcher. Dang, that's way up there. Can I can fast travel here. Where is return the notes? I wonder if we track that quest. Mapping living lands from the Dawn Shore. The threats that lurk outside Parodies claimed Gehrman's life. Sansa will be grateful to retrieve Gehrman's notes. He told you he'll be at his shop in Hightown. Okay, so we tracked it. I wish there was a show on map button. I love games that have that. Find Marius at the Grinning, whatever. Where's Hightown? Is it up here? Find the Watcher. Huh. Okay. It's fast travel. Gotta love fast travel. Quick and easy. See, can I upgrade anything? I need more Paradisen ladder. What does my axe do right now? My axe does 27. What does this do? Glimmering Embers, a full combo attack, deals moderate fire accumulation, hits deal 10% bonus fire damage. Okay, let's upgrade this and use this. $50 maximum stamina, 30% damage reduction. All right, let's do that. Upgrade our armor. Okay, sleep at the thing. Exit here. Uh-oh. What? This voice is super annoying. Like this thing that like interrupts all your stuff and like talks to you. It's just like super, super annoying. Okay, so we gotta go up this way. We gotta find the Watcher. Oh. How am I gonna get across there? What? How am I supposed to do this? Oh, shit. Kraken horn. Okay. Can I... Oh. What's on my left? Where is he? Where is the other guy? He ran over that way somewhere. Oh. He ran that way, but he's gone now. Okay, so how do I get up here? Oh, fuck. Can I not? Can I not get up this thing? Ah, dang it. Is there no, like, cavern or something I can go through to get up there? Okay. All right, so how do I get over there? Oh my God. Keep falling into the freaking water. All right, well, clearly we're not going to get up there, which is dumb. Is there another way around? Is there another way to get up there? Hmm. All right, we'll look. Oh, wait, maybe this? No. Ah, dang it. Um, 1 sec, I got a text. Okay. Is there anything over here? There's got to be a way around. Come on. Let's equip my unequip that and equip the sheathed. Oh wait. Wield that in the main hand, wield that in the offhand. Okay. Come on, get out of the way. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we need. Do I have any ability points? I have one. I could heal. Critical hits with melee weapons deal 30% more damage. Unarmed attacks are fine quality. Power attacks with axes. So maybe that or ranger. Is there anything that allows me to heal better? Okay, let's get this. After taking damage, slowly regenerate 50%. Okay. And then I also need food. Okay. Need more of those. Okay. I feel like I'm not heading towards where I want to be heading towards. Let's see what Google says. Every now and then I get to a point where I'm like, I just need to know how to do the thing. How to find the Watcher Avowed.
No, not Shadow Coast. In this one, we're gonna outline how to find the Watcher rooted bridge. Well, we actually have to use higher room break. So there's some right here, but also make sure you come over here, break this thing, and grab this chest because you're gonna have a nice little item here. So we're gonna grab that. Another item from it too. So equip the Arcanist gloves. You can read that right there. But down here, what we're going to want to do is Aya Rimgrand, and you're going to see what this does. So we're going to jump back up here, and we're going to aim kind of midway.
Oh, that's so dumb. Okay. So apparently you can freeze the water. Let's go take another look at this. Where is it? Just go this way. This way is easier. Is it easier? Okay. Lily seed. Almost there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so apparently what we have to do is go to here. I have Rimmergand. And then there was another thing over here. I didn't know you could bust this open. And there's another one. Apparently, I already got that. Okay. So, we take this Eye of Rimgrad, and we do one of these. Oh, nope. Go back up, go back up, go back up. There we go. Okay. Whoa, that's a bear. Oh, bear claw. Wayfarer's ring. All accessories are unique, providing powerful enchantments. 20% health and essence regenerated from potions and food. Okay, cool. And we got Wayfarer's gloves. Or we got Arcanist gloves. 20 maximum essence, 10% parkour speed. Yeah, I guess it is better than... I don't know. I don't really care about either of those things. Wow. Oh. Are we still... Okay, it wants us to go up this way. Is this where she is? That's a big door. Why is that door so tall? Oh boy. Hmm. I don't like the sound of that. Can you remove it? Hmm. 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 So I'm healthy but cursed and alone. I gotta take a screenshot of that. Where do I go from here? What I'm hearing is you don't have the answers I seek. Okay. Nah, not really. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that is where I'm gonna wrap this up for today. I'm getting pretty hungry. Oh, there's some of that stuff. I haven't really had much to eat today, and so I'm definitely needing to go get some lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna get yet, but find something good to eat. My dog's sitting on my lap and he's getting antsy, so I think he wants to go outside. But hopefully you enjoyed some time with me and Avowed and a Plague Tale. I'm probably gonna go back to playing Plague Tale after this. Honestly, I was enjoying that a lot. I'm also enjoying Avowed, but I was enjoying Plague Tale quite a bit, so I'll probably go back and play some of that later. But I have so much to do today. I gotta listen to the rest of Deathly Hallows and write up my notes on that. And then I need to watch episodes 1 and 2 of Yellow Jackets. I need to get caught up on Severance. So I have a lot of media that I am consuming today. So we'll see how all of that goes. But yeah, all right, let's save here. Overwrite. Yes. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for us today, guys. Let me see. Do I have a fun outro song? Where's my Kokery Forest? Here we go, guys. All right, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I had a great time. Hopefully you guys got to enjoy some time with Nova as well. It's always awesome whenever she comes on the podcast for live streams or episodes or whatever. I do have a Fantasy Files After Dark episode that has been in the video bank for a while, that is up on Patreon. I'm gonna let him down. Here we go. And that's up on Patreon, and you can watch that now. You can watch all of our episodes on Patreon. They're the unedited, uncut versions. You get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, and not only does it help us out with excuse me. Not only does it help us out with the support and everything, it helps us get new equipment and pays for like Adobe Premiere and that kind of stuff. It also allows you to watch live as we record things, so you can comment in the chat just like everybody was today, hanging out. And you get to do that like while we're recording our actual episodes. So check out Patreon if that's something that you are interested in. It also allows you to see episodes like weeks and weeks before they go out to YouTube. Like some of the ones in my backlog are from like a month or two ago. So you get to see all of that well ahead of time. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Let me know what you're doing, playing some video games or watching some TV or hanging out with loved ones, whatever you're doing. Thanks for popping in, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.